This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Good evening again. Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field here in Fulton. Jeremy Kennedy with you for the elimination game. It's game 3 of day 3 between the ICC Indians and the LSU Eunice Bengals. Itawamba comes in 41-7-1. LSU Eunice 50-7. ICC will be the home team on the scoreboard tonight. And for LSU Eunice, a win over Mississippi Gulf Coast earlier in the day, 9-6. They got to sit and watch for nearly 4.5 hours as ICC was taken down by Pearl River 21-13. So the Wildcats 3-0 in the tournament. They will play the winner of this one in the region championship tomorrow at 3 o'clock. If they are defeated, then we will have a winner-take-all championship game on Sunday. But no doubt Pearl River will have to be beaten twice, and they have been the best team in the tournament. Our 3 umpires are making their way to the field. 2 coaches are about to exchange the lineups. As we're here in our Davis Ford pregame show, a good crowd here, gorgeous night here in Fulton. It has cooled off just a bit, a gorgeous day all the way around. And we've seen some terrific baseball here at the Region 23 tournament. We're awaiting our First American National Bank opening pitch. But we'll give you the starting lineups presented by the Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Company. First, for the visiting LSU Eunice Bengals. Leading it off, playing center field, number 30, Rivertown. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 6, Evan Keller. Batting third, playing left field, number 33, Jarrett McDonald. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 3, Tristan Welch. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 21, Slate Fuller. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 7, Nick Bellina. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 27, Hunter Tam. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 1, Austin Kirkpatrick. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Javier Vaz. The starting pitcher tonight for LSU Eunice, number 16, the left-handed pitcher, Cade Gonsolin, 5-1 with a 3.79 ERA. And we'll give you his numbers when the Indians come to bat in the bottom of the first. For ICC, the lineup will look like this. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Collier hopes he's got that same winning combination put together this evening against LSU Eunice. It worked last night when the Indians won 5-2. This is the lineup for the Indians here in the elimination game. Leading it off, playing second base, number 15, Kyle Krieger. Batting second, the center fielder, number 10, Jackson Lancaster. Batting third, the left fielder, number 18, LeBryant Siddell. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 11, Justin Medlin. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 13, Brett Coker. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 6, Austin Powell. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 9, Lane Domino. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 22, Russell Bunch. And batting ninth, the catcher, number 21, Ray Sandroni. The pitcher tonight for ICC to start will be Tyler Smith, 0-2 with a 6.39 ERA. So that is a look at the starting lineups tonight for both teams as we're just about set for action here in our Davis Ford pregame show. Waiting the First American National Bank opening pitch. First American National Bank, follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo. That's First American National Bank, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics on the ICC Sports Network. So a tough game for the Indians in game number 2 of today's 3-game tournament. Pearl River just came out, hit the Indians in the mouth early, a 5-spot in the first inning. Indians got it back to within 6-5 after a bases-clearing double by Lane Domino. Made it 6-5. Then Pearl River just came back and put up a 3-spot, made it 9-5, and then the Wildcats ended up putting up a 7-spot go up 16-5. Indians certainly made a push late, got it to 16-10, but in the end, Wildcats just too good and winning it 21-13. So crazy to think you've got two teams, one that's got 50 wins, the other one that's 41-7-1. And one of these two teams will have their season in tonight. One will have to beat Pearl River twice, once tomorrow, once on Sunday. Indians had their 14-game winning streak snapped, and no better time than now to start a new one. Indians taking the field. It'll be Tyler Smith who will be handed the ball and asked to go as much and as long as he can. Tyler, the 6'3", 230-pound freshman from Oxford, graduated from Oxford High School. His father, Mike Smith, the softball coach at Ole Miss. So Tyler on the year, making his 8th appearance. He's 2-0. He's 12 2/3 innings pitched, 17 hits, 11 runs, 9 earned, 5 walks, 16 strikeouts, a 6.39 ERA. He's going to deal with a LSU Eunice lineup that's been pretty unbelievable. Coming into today's game with Gulf Coast, they were hitting .336 on the season, a .470 on-base percentage. They had 43 home runs, 117 doubles, 182 stolen bases in more than 220 attempts. So they will put a lot of pressure on you 1 through 9 at the plate. They'll do it on the base paths as well. And Tyler Smith will need to be good. Not sure how much pitching the Indians have left after what they had to use in the first game against Pearl River, but we are just about set for action here. And leading it off will be the center fielder, number 30, Rivertown. He will face Tyler Smith, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Defensively for the Indians, Siddell in left, Lancaster in center, Domino in right, Bunch at third, Coker at short, Krieger at second, Medlin at first, Ray Sanjoni behind the plate, and Tyler Smith's first pitch of the ball game brought to you by the First American National Bank. Follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo. That's First American National Bank, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics on the ICC Sports Network, and it comes at 8:52 p.m. He falls behind Rivertown, 2 balls and no strikes. And that pitch upstairs, 3 balls and no strikes. And ball 4. So a good start for LSU Eunice. This town will trot down to first. That will bring up the shortstop, Evan Keller. Keller hitting .395 on the year coming into today's game against Gulf Coast. The home run, 34 runs batted in. Smith will throw over. Adam Gore will join me coming up shortly as he is making the trip back from Poplarville, where the ICC softball team accomplished its goal of getting to the World Series. They'll play in Clinton. LSU Eunice, the region champion. The Indians got a big win last night against Colin to punch their ticket. Had to beat the Bengals today. LSU Eunice able to get the victory, but what an accomplishment for ICC softball program. Adam will have some tales from the road when he gets here and see if the good fortunes of the softball team can rub off on the baseball team, as the Indians have to win to keep their season alive. A loss will end it right here in Fulton. 2 balls and 1 strike to Evan Keller. And fastball stays high, 3-1. And Coach Collier going to go ahead and come out and have a conversation with Tyler Smith. Everything up a little bit so far. You can understand, a little juiced, a little gassed, and emotions riding pretty high. Smith just a freshman. Coach Collier just, at this point, asking Tyler Smith to go as much and as far as he can. Try and eat up some innings. LSU Eunice actually not in bad shape from a pitching standpoint. Dane Dixon went deep in game 1. Sheridan went pretty deep last night. They were able to maneuver around that Gulf Coast lineup. So 3 balls and 1 strike. And fastball is high, ball 4. So first and second, nobody out. Jarrett McDonald to the plate.
Number 33, Jarrett McDonald.
McDonald, power hitting left-handed left fielder. Dropped a fly ball on the first pitch of the game last night. Allowed Kyle Krieger to get to second base, and then he was brought in by LeBryant Siddell that gave the Indians an early 1-0 lead. He's been good this year. And he's got an RBI chance right now. Tyler Smith just trying to get an out, trying to get ahead as well. Pitch inside, and there's a strike, 0-1. I gave you those numbers on the year for Tyler. Struggle with his command. Fastball outside corner. Couldn't get McDonald to chase, but a pretty good pitch. He hit his spot. Pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Fastball there on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McDonald yet to take the bat off his shoulder. He'll see the 5th pitch of the at-bat from Tyler Smith right here. And it's a high fastball and got him swinging. The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the night. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, RenaissanceBank.com, member FDIC. And it's a big one there for Tyler Smith, 17th strikeout of the season. And we'll now see Tristan Welch, the designated hitter tonight. Had been the starting right fielder first couple of games. Nick Bellina was the DH, so just flip that and put Bellina in right field and make Welch the DH, and he sends a fly ball into right field. Lane Domino moves over, makes the catch, and Rivertown unable to tag. So a big out recorded there by Tyler Smith, and now needs just 1 good pitch to get out of this inning without giving up anything. After the first 2 walks,
First baseman, 21, Slate Fuller.
Slate Fuller will step to the dish. A lot of right-handed batters in this lineup at the moment. Breaking ball, that one stays high for ball 1. Rivertown's a lefty, McDonald's a lefty. Pretty much everybody else, the rest of the lineup, righty, Javier Vaz, the second baseman, bats ninth, the lefty. And that one downstairs, 2-0. Fifth batter to come to the plate here in the inning. This would be really big for ICC if they can get a 0 in this inning. Fastball there for a called strike, 2-1. Fastball, same spot, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, a lot of velocity out of Tyler Smith. Showing you some command with that fastball, too. Comes with it again and almost got himself another strikeout. Elevated it, and Fuller got just a piece of it to stay alive. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, popped it up behind us. Really good pitch by Smith. Certainly beginning to maybe just get more command and feel a little more comfortable out there. Charged up, a couple of walks to start the ball game, but then settled down with a strikeout and a fly out. And he's really hit his spots here against Slate Fuller. The 2-2 pitch, fastball, chopped right side to Kyle Krieger. He will glove it, throw to first in time, and a good job by Tyler Smith to work around 2 walks to lead off the inning. Gets a strikeout, fly out, ground out, and he is out of the frame. To the bottom of the first we go, no score here in Fulton. This is ICC Baseball on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Ever since you got that license, you've been on the move. We get it. With Student Checking, we have the tools to keep you going. Take care of that check from grandma without stopping at the bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And we'll even pay you back for ATM fees. So keep on going, and we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Bottom of the first we go. No score as Tyler Smith worked around 2 walks, had a strikeout, fly out, ground out. Give the Indians a 0, and also some energy in the ballpark tonight as they fight for their season. It'll be Kyle Krieger, Jackson Lancaster, LeBryant Siddell to lead things off. And first pitch is fouled back to the screen here, 0-1. They will face Cade Gonsolin, give you the defensive alignment. McDonald in left, Town in center, Molina in right. As Krieger with a base hit right back up the box. And ICC off to a good start. First hit for Krieger today was 0 for in game 1. And the Indians have a lead-off runner. Third base, Hunter Tapp. Shortstop, Evan Keller. Second base, Javier Vaz. Behind the plate, Austin Kirkpatrick. Cade Gonsolin, the freshman left-hander, making his 11th appearance, his 10th start, 5-1 on the year. 38 innings pitched, 37 hits, 21 runs, 16 earned, 12 walks, 25 strikeouts, a 3.79 ERA. He will face Jackson Lancaster, who was terrific in game number 1. Lancaster had a triple, 3 singles, an RBI, and a walk. He is 9 for 15 in the region tournament. And he sends that fastball down the left field line. Foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crowd has hung around here. Told you an 8:52 first pitch. Not maybe quite as big as obviously the game at 3 o'clock today or last night when it started at 7, but still a really, really good crowd. As Krieger draws the throw over, he's 7 for 9 stolen base attempts this year. Outside, fastball is there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Line down the left field line, going to be a fair ball. Lancaster continues to be awesome at the plate. It's a double for Jackson Lancaster, his 14th of the season. And the Indians have runners at second and third with nobody down. LeBryant Siddell will step to the plate. Bryant, 4 hits in the region tournament, 4 RBIs. He's got a pair of them waiting on him if he can get a base hit. John Solon missed his high with the first one. A lot of energy from the Indians. They understand what's at stake. Of course, so does LSU Eunice. There's a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1, I beg your pardon. Kind of wondered maybe how would the Indians respond after such a tough loss to Pearl River, 21-13. Playing for 4.5 hours in that bright sun. They have come out and started extremely well. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Siddell. Got to get these 2 runs home here if you're the Indians. Outside, just missed with the fastball, and boy, God, Solon hit his spot for sure. Blooper right side, that's going to be down for a base hit. Krieger will score, they'll hold Lancaster at third. An RBI single for LeBryant Siddell, and the Indians take an early 1-0 lead. Not a bad pitch at all by Gonsolin. Hit his spot, and Siddell just threw the bat out there and got enough of the barrel on it to slap it into right field. 3rd hit of the inning. And now at the corners for Justin Medlin. Had a couple of hits in game 1, including a grand slam. And he just missed that one. Fastball up in his wheelhouse and almost found himself with a big base hit. Gonsolin desperately needs an out, needs to settle in. That pitch got away from Kirkpatrick just for a moment. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonsolin, kind of one of those guys where you know pretty early. Just talking to some of the LSU Eunice folks. If he's going to be good, he's going to be good early. If he struggles early, kind of gives you an idea. It may be a tough outing for him. Well, through 3 hitters so far, been a tough out for him. Krieger got a single. Lancaster got a double. Siddell got an RBI single. Indians 90 feet away from taking a 2-0 lead. Medlin gonna hit a high fly ball, deep center field. Town is there. It's off the top of the wall. Lancaster will score. Medlin will cruise into second with an RBI double. It's 2-0 Indians. Runners at second and third, still nobody out, and we've got a mound visit. 4 batters in As Jeff Willis will make his way out there, try to calm down his freshman lefty. He has not fooled a soul yet. Krieger with a base hit. Lancaster with a double. Siddell with a base hit. Medlin with a double. And the Indians with a ton of energy here in the bottom of the first. Wondered maybe how that would work. LSU Eunice won earlier today. They had a chance to kind of sit around and rest and relax. And boy, the Indians have come out, played really well early. You can tell they've got more sense of urgency at the moment. And a chance to put up a crooked number here in the bottom of the first inning. LeBryant Siddell at third, Justin Medlin at second. It'll be Brett Coker, the shortstop, the fifth batter of the inning. Still nobody out. First pitch misses outside to Coker. Coker came in today hitting .359. Takes low for ball two. One for five with 2 runs scored in game one. And shoots that one foul. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Please turn all foul balls to the third base dugout.
The 2-1 downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. So we'll see how long a leash Cade Gonsolin's got. The 3-1, called strike 2 on the outside corner. Boy, that was a borderline call to say the least. Full count pitch to Coker. In the dirt for ball 4. And that will load the bases with nobody out in the inning. And we'll bring up the DH for tonight's game, Austin Powell, and that will certainly get the bullpen going a little quicker here in the bottom of the first. Ground ball back up the middle. Now off of Gonsolin. He'll glove it and throw out Powell at first base, but that will score Siddell. So give Austin Powell an RBI ground out, 3-0. And it will move 2 runners into scoring position. Medlin to third. And Coker to second.
Number 9, Lane Domino.
So Lane Domino will step to the plate. 3 runs in for ICC, 4 hits in the inning. Domino right back to Gonsolin. He'll glove it, throw to first base in time to get Domino. Runners had to hold. That's a big out right there. And now we'll bring up Russell Bunch, the 8th hitter in the inning.
Number 22, Russell Bunch.
Russell, pretty solid game in game one. Base hit right back up the middle. That'll bring home Medlin. Here comes Brett Coker, a 2-out, 2 RBI single by Russell Bunch, and it's 5-0 Indians here in the first. Well, Bunch was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk in game one, and already eclipsed that here in game 2, and that's going to be it for Cade Gonsolin, the freshman lefty. So we'll get a pitching change here. Gonsolin goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 5 runs on 5 hits, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're watching it on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
It'll be Jerry Couch who will try to stop the bleeding. 15th appearance, 2-1 on the season, 1 save. 22 and a third innings pitch, 19 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned, 10 walks, 23 strikeouts, 4.43 ERA. He will deal with Ray Sandroni, number 9 batter in the lineup. First pitch in there for a called strike, going 1-0. Sandroni on the year, 295 hitter. No home runs, 15 runs batted in. Pitch is inside. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. And Sandroni will pop this one up left side. Keller, the shortstop, is there, and he will make the catch, and that will end the inning. But not before 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. The Indians bat around after 1. ICC up 5-0. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here. It's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
Top of the second we go, 5-0 Indians on top. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for LSU units. Nick Molina, Hunter Tabb, and Austin Kirkpatrick. Tyler Smith off to a rocky start. A couple of walks to lead off the game, but then got a strikeout. Pop out and a ground out. And looked much more comfortable. Did a lot of that right there. Getting ahead with the fastball, throwing it in the zone. Nick Molina, 350 average coming into today. Been terrific this season. Got the start in right field tonight. He's been the DH last couple of nights. He and Tristan Welch just flip-flopping. Well, it's going to be the DH tonight. Molina in right field. That was a beautiful breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. And see if Tyler Smith can get going here. Fastball upstairs, elevated it. And some velocity on it. Certainly got the size. 6'3", 230. Only thrown 12 2/3 innings all year. And that one ripped left side for a base hit. He hung the breaking ball, and Molina did a good job to recognize it and waited back on it. First hit of the night for the Bengals, and a leadoff runner here in the second. That will bring up Hunter Tabb. Tabb hitting .333 on the season, no home runs, 13 runs batted in, a .482 on base percentage. First pitch from Tyler outside for ball 1. Fastball in there for a called strike. Velocity continues to be there for Tyler. Fastball misses up, 2 balls and a strike.
Go, Tyler.
2-1 pitch to Tabb, and that one fisted foul down the first baseline. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And we'll pause and let Justin Medlin get all the way back and get ready to stand there at first base. The 2-2 pitch to Tabb. Fastball just missing. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's elevating it just a little bit, trying to live on that outside corner to the right-handed hitters. There goes Molina, and ball fouled back. We'll do it again, 3-2. Of course, this is an LSU Eunice team with 182 stolen bases coming into today against Gulf Coast. And Molina, 11 for 13. Numbers are really, really good offensively for the Bengals. 3-2, there he goes again. This one yanked foul into the ICC bullpen. Well, so far he has sat on the fastball and he's got it. Fouled it back, and then that one hammered. So Tyler's going to get it by him. He's going to either have to move it or up the velocity even more. There goes the runner again and hit him on the inside corner. So Tabb will get down to first base. Runners at first and second, nobody down. And that will bring up the catcher, Austin Kirkpatrick. Really good at bat there by Hunter Tabb. Kirkpatrick trying to get a big hit here. He'll square around to bunt, popped it up. Sandroni's there and will make the catch for out number 1. Kirkpatrick, the only guy in the lineup that doesn't hit 300, and so you can maybe understand just trying to get a couple of runners in scoring position, but couldn't get the sacrifice bunt down. A break there for Tyler Smith and the Indians. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Javier Vaz, who has been terrific this year. Left-handed second baseman. And that one in there for a called strike, 0-1. hit his first home run of the season in game number 1 today against Mississippi Gulf Coast. Had no home runs, 37 runs batted in, and got one to go out. Swings and misses on that one, 0-2. And Tyler Smith with a chance. So no balls, 2 strikes to Vaz. Smith looking for a big strikeout. Missed outside for ball 1. Ripped into right field. It's going to be down for a base hit right in front of Domino, and he will get it back in quickly and hit the cutoff man, Justin Medlin. So Vaz with the second hit of the inning for the Bengals, and now LSU Eunice with the bases loaded, 1 down, and we will flip to the top of the order in the center fielder, Rivertown. So Town walked his first plate appearance, was left stranded at second base. And takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Oh, and Tyler Smith, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning, needs a ground ball, but just needs to throw some strikes again, falling behind some hitters. It was a good pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. The stuff is certainly there. The summer and the fall will be awfully big for him. He can fine-tune some command. Can certainly be an arm for the Indians. High fly ball left field. Park will hold it. Siddell under it will make the catch. And he'll throw it back in. That will get a run home as Nick Bellino will come around to score. Indians will take that, though. They'll trade a run for an out. 2 away in the second. Now 5-1 ICC. So that will bring up the shortstop, Evan Keller. And this is where Smith's got to be good. Don't allow anything more than this. If he only gives up 1 run, that'll be okay. Breaking ball, good pitch, misses outside for ball 1. Sandroni set up just a tad towards that left-handed batter's box. Smith hit his spot, but that spot was Sandroni away from the strike zone. Sandroni will call time. Hunter Tabb is at second base. Javier Vaz over there at first. 1-0 pitch right down the middle for a called strike, 1-1. Grounded right back up the middle. Krieger gloves it, throws to first base in time. What a nice play by Kyle Krieger as he saves a couple of runs there and keeps the damage at a minimum. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. Going to the bottom of the second, 5-1 Indians. Adam Gore will join us to voice the Indians. He's made it back from Poplarville as the ICC softball team made it to the World Series. He'll join the broadcast next. You're watching ICC TV.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go for
Bottom of the second in the elimination game. Game number 3 of day number 3. ICC leads it 5-1 over LSU. Eunice, the starter, Kate Gonsolin for the Bengals, only goes 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Everybody in the lineup batted, so the second inning starts with the top of the order for the Indians. It'll be Kyle Krieger, Jackson Lancaster, and LeBryant Siddell. Face Jerry Couch, who came in to get the last out of the inning. And he may get the first out the same way via the pop-up. Vaz is under it, and he will make the catch for out number 1. So that will bring up Jackson Lancaster, who picked up his 10th hit of the region tournament with the first inning double. Later came around to score on the double by Justin Medlin. Lancaster take the first pitch outside for ball 1. As Lancaster swings and misses through that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a guest on the broadcast here.
What's up? What's up?
Adam Gore, all the way back from Morville. I keep saying Morville, by the way.
I wish it was Morville.
From Poplarville.
Yes, I wish it was Morville.
Did you bring all the weather up here, by the way?
Trust me, we clipped at 93 today, so not really wanting to see that weather anytime soon.
Yeah, it's been gorgeous here in Fulton. We've had great baseball for 3 days, and obviously, congrats to the softball team getting a huge win last night. Obviously,
yes.
Disappointing to lose LSU Eunice in game 1 yesterday, but came back and dominated Colin. We gave the score last night before we went off the air. Last we had heard it was 11-1. Of course, they punched their ticket as Lancaster gets a base hit back up the middle. 2 for 2 on the night. He is now 11 hits in the region tournament.
Wow.
11 for 17 is Jackson Lancaster.
Well, you know, there's a lot of people from Missouri smiling big on that one there. This kid has been knocking the cover off the ball. I kept up with the game on the way up here listening to you guys. Unfortunately, Indians couldn't come up with a win in that crazy game, but, man, Jackson has been playing impressive.
Yeah, he's got singles, he's got doubles, he's got triples, he's got a home run, too. So if there is something else you can do besides a home run, he would probably have accomplished that feat at this point as well, and provides a one-out base runner. LeBryant Siddell to the plate. It's the 6th hit for the Indians, but obviously, you got a chance to see the softball team play, and I know they were disappointed with not winning the region tournament, but, boy, to be able to win the game against Colin last night and be able to punch their ticket to the World Series. I know you enjoyed that, and the team really enjoyed that, too.
First ever trip to the World Series for the Indians, so that's going to be a big, exciting time for them. But you look back at it, yeah, that was a tough game. They were down to 2 outs, 2 strikes whenever LSU Eunice hit that game-tying home run, and
swing and a miss by Siddell. Lancaster successfully steals his 17th base of the season, now 17 of 20. And Coach Willis is going to come out and argue batter's interference as Kirkpatrick made a solid throw down to second base. Maybe try to argue that Siddell leaned over while he was trying to swing.
Yeah, and that's what the catcher said as well. He turned around quickly and talked to the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire gave him a quick and definitive answer. If he can give you that quick and that definitive, there leaves no room for doubt in that sense. So you got to think that was a pretty good call. I didn't see anything from LeBryant leaning in on that, but of course a lot of people might say, well, Gore, you're looking through it through red and blue glasses.
Yeah, you're the SID here, so it's kind of your job to see that through red and blue glasses. But Siddell down to the count, 0-2. Lancaster at first, but just to put a bow on that, obviously you're talking about the softball team. First trip for the World Series in Clinton, no less, so should have a really big following down there, just west of Jackson.
You know, we actually had an impressive following all week down in Poplarville, and it's going to be hit by a pitch in this situation, so he'll head down to first. But, yeah, big day for the Indians, making history. And I tell you what, if ICC plays as well as they did during the state and region tournament, it may not be the last time we see LSUE and ICC get after each other.
Yeah, obviously you're going to have a lot of teams from around the country, but LSU, Eunice, ICC among those two teams. And so really a terrific season. You and I obviously had a chance to do the region tournament last year. Indians fell just short with a team that had a few more wins, but good to see they're able to overcome, winning a really tough league this year and the MACJC. And Justin Medlin rips one into right field down for a base hit. They're going to send Lancaster at the last second. Coach Connor's going to hold him up. So the bases are loaded, and the Indians continue to rip the cover off the ball. 7th hit by ICC here, and we're still in the bottom of the second with one down, and that will bring up the shortstop, Brett Coker.
Well, Jeremy, you and I were texting back and forth on my ride. I was riding. That's right. No, I was driving. I should be texting and driving, but I was also talking to Kevin Maloney, and that's what I said. I was like, are they going to be able to have the energy to swing the bats after that last game? And apparently the Indians are staying hot here.
13 runs and 11 hits, and you'd think that, okay, well, how do you top that? And they're on their way here. Coker with a walk his first time to the plate. And Jerry Couch needs an out in the worst way, but he'll get a half swing on that one from Coker. No balls and one strike. Yeah, look, Indians did everything they could offensively. They just ran out of some pitching, and Pearl River has torn the cover off the ball in this tournament.
And I think if anybody was honest coming into this series, you knew Pearl River was probably going to be one of the hotter teams and probably the favorite, even though ICC and LSU Eunice was 1 and 2 in the country. The way the bracket set up, the way everything kind of went in for Pearl River, they were bringing tons of momentum into this tournament, and quite honestly, probably one of the top teams in the country as well.
Yeah, you watch a play and you go, how did they lose 12 times this year? I mean, with the way they hit. I mean, and the crazy thing about it is they hit nothing but doubles and home runs. That's it. They don't hit a lot of singles.
Yeah.
It's doubles and home runs, and they hit a lot of them over the last couple of days. And I don't know how much you've had a chance to watch just the whole tournament, but it's been incredibly fun, really well played. And you have number 1 LSU Eunice, number 2 ICC, Jones and Pearl River 4 and 6. Northwest is at 9. I mean, everybody here, if you put them in any other region, would probably be the favorite to win every other region.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you how big this tournament has been. It's been the fact that there's a swinging strike 3 on that one, but Jeremy, instead of running the broadcast of the softball tournament down at Poplarville, they had June and the rest of the tournament, this tournament, playing in the hospitality room down there at Poplarville the whole time, and there was no less than 10 to 15 people in the suite where they were watching the game. So that tells you how big this is. I mean, it was 5 of the top 10 teams in the country playing in this.
Yeah, and obviously 4 from the state of Mississippi. Talking just how tough it is to win the league. Of course, the Indians won the league in the regular season for the first time in 10 years, and to do that is incredibly impressive. This is Austin Powell, the designated hitter.
Something else is impressive. You have the number 1 versus number 2 team in the country in an elimination game.
You're exactly right about that. And the crazy thing is, LSU Eunice is the number 4 seed in the tournament, and that's the other thing, too. They have 50 wins and the number 4 seed in the tournament as Powell takes that pitch downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. And so you look at how impressive it was throughout the season for ICC to win it, for Northwest, for Pearl River, for Jones, and Gulf Coast had a nice run late. All these teams, how tough it is to win the league, and then you throw in LSU Eunice, and it really is the premier region tournament in the country. As that pitch misses on the outside corner, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, and Jeremy, the Indians knew after losing that last game they needed some momentum. Come up, put a 5 spot on the board in the bottom of the first. That was huge.
It was, and the energy, I've been super impressed by that. Powell, ground ball left side. Keller will glove it, and he'll flip to Vise for the out, and that will retire the side. The Indians threaten, come up empty, though, 5-1 after 2. This is ICC Baseball, and let's go ICCTV.com.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with the Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Through 2, 5-1 your score. ICC on top. Indians with 7 hits. LSU Eunice with 2. Tyler Smith back out for his 3rd inning of work. A little shaky to start both innings, but has found himself a couple of walks to start the game, then got a strikeout, fly out, ground out. Last inning, gave up a leadoff single and an HBP, then got a pop-up. Then after giving up a single, got a sac fly and a ground out. So he's done a really good job limiting the damage.
Well, Jeremy, real quick, as that pitch is going to be in there for a strike, Dr. Allen just texted me. They're watching on the back porch with some of their family friends out of Kentucky. Shannon and Faith are here, so wanted to give them a shout-out. So, Dr. Allen, he just can't get enough of me today.
Yeah, apparently not. Pop up left side, and Coker, boy, I don't know if he just misjudged that or lost it in the lights. He made the catch, and that's the most important part, but boy, that was not an easy play at all, and maybe should have been LeBryant Siddell's ball coming in, but the Indians will take it, and first time that in 3 innings that LSU Eunice has not gotten the leadoff hitter aboard.
And that's big. That's what you got to do. You can get that first out and keep some momentum on your side and kind of keep some of those base runners off the pass.
Yeah, and of course, Tyler,
I don't know.
Well, the home plate umpire, did you cramp up?
Hey, that's not good.
My first thought was he turned. Obviously, I thought, well, maybe they'll call it a strike, and then never motioned, and I thought, well, okay.
He just turned and bowed to LSU Eunice.
Yeah. Pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and no strike. He's in trouble.
Yeah, he's hurting. And
I don't. He's grabbing his right knee. I don't know if just kind of got a cramp or what. I thought Ray Sandroni caught the ball before it hit home plate umpires. That pitch is fouled back.
Reminder fans, please return all foul
This
balls.
is Tristan Welch, the designated hitter tonight. 0 for 1 with a fly out. You look up and down the stat sheet for LSU Eunice, and it's awfully impressive. And there's a hit by pitch, and Tyler Smith issues his 2nd HBP of the night. So the Bengals have a 1-out base runner.
Yeah, and just a tough break there for Tyler. That one ran up on the inside of him, and you got to think this late in the night, just things like that happen. And you don't want frustrations because you're playing a lot of tension on the line right now. So a good job by the home plate umpire just to quickly get out. And nothing was going to happen there, but did a good job of just getting out there and make sure it didn't.
Yeah, I think both teams at this point, this late, we're talking about 9:40, that they're not interested in a scuffle out there just because somebody got hit.
Not at all. And, yeah, we had a late one last night. We were an hour and 50 minutes behind schedule last night in softball. I said we were 50 minutes because I thought we were starting at 7 late, but that was you guys that started at 7. So, yeah, we got a late start in softball and another late one here tonight. But, hey, that's JUCO postseason baseball and softball.
Yeah, it is. And, of course, you get some of these games. There's always going to be a game in the tournament at some point that ends like the Northwest Pearl River game yesterday where it goes into extras, or the game like ICC and Pearl River today where you just get kind of a slugfest. And that's what we have seen. A lot of the games been really competitive. Fastball stays high for ball 3. Tyler's got good velocity, struggling with his command just a bit, but I do think that off-season is going to be really big for him. The stuff is there. He can throw the breaking ball for a strike, and he can become a little more consistent. He can factor in next year, but he loses Slate Fuller, 1st and 2nd, 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. There are no breaks in this lineup, and now Nick Bellina, playing right field, singled his first time to the plate. So this one, we'll get Pearl River tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. We'll have to beat the Wildcats to get to the, if necessary, game on Sunday. And that first pitch stays high.
Looked pretty good that time as it was right across the numbers and our letters, I should say. But, yeah, it's one of those right now that Tyler, he's just got to dig deep and trust his defense and put one in the zone here.
Yeah, and also, too, you don't know how long he's going to go. I'm sure Coach Collier told him, said, here's the ball, just pitch until we take you out. Indians have used a lot of pitching last 2 nights. And that one gets past Sandroni. And that will move both runners into scoring position. So 2 balls and no strikes now to Nick Bellina.
And, of course, Jeremy, I haven't been here all week, so I'm not sure what arms ICC has left to throw. I know they've thrown a lot of them out there.
Yeah, they did. Obviously, Hunter Hughes has pitched twice so far. And you look at, the arms that, were used. David Rowland was used. And, of course, last night, Justin Medlin was outstanding. 6 1/3, 11 strikeouts against this lineup. And then Kyle Krieger came in and did a phenomenal job. It was Jackson Lancaster who got him through the Gulf Coast game Wednesday night. So if they can get Tyler Smith in the middle innings, they can maybe just try to piece it together. There's the breaking ball in there for a called strike, 2-1.
Yeah, beautiful pitch that time. Good job finding some confidence to come back in there with that breaking ball. He's already hit one guy this inning, so we wanted to see, just make sure he can pull the string on that one. Did so in there for a strike.
Bellina can really swing it. Has one of the 2 hits for LSU Eunice. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, 2-2. And we talked about his fastball command. He's thrown it a lot tonight, but that breaking ball he's been able to get over a few times. And now gets Bellina back to an even count. Tyler's got 1 strikeout tonight. Be a good place for his second one. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Fastball, again, misses a little bit high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's trying to get some of those Bengals hitters to chase, and they're not obliging at this point. First base is open, so you don't necessarily have to give in. Not like you've got to groove a fastball, but if you can avoid that walk, obviously you'll try it. Full count pitch, breaking ball, just missed. And that will load the bases. And boy, that was a really good pitch by Tyler Smith. I think the whole plate umpire is suggesting that missed on the outside. Certainly looked like it was in the zone.
Yeah, didn't miss by bunch if it did at all that time. And man, I tell you, dude, that was a close one, and one of those you probably could have pulled the chain on there if you're the umpire.
Yeah, Hunter Tabb, third baseman, will step in, hit by a pitch his first time to the plate. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And this is the best chance for LSU Eunice to close the gap here. 5-1 in the 3rd. No action in the ICC bullpen. You would expect it, but it's crazy how much LSU Eunice looks exactly like LSU. Every fan here just they're just wearing LSU stuff without the E.
Yes, and that's what it is. And, and the softball team's the same way.
Yeah.
And you get those rabid fans like you get at LSU as well. And,
you do.
And to me, a lot of people's like, I don't like that. To me and you, well, you're an SEC guy. I'm a Notre Dame guy.
That's right.
Citrus Bowl. But but I had to throw that in there.
I think you're safe. I don't know how many LSU Eunice folks are tuning in necessarily.
Yeah, well, hopefully nobody here anyway. But and it just adds to a great atmosphere of an outstanding tournament. I've been seeing people tweet some pictures of the fans here. It's been an outstanding week for baseball here in Fulton.
Yeah, it has, and obviously too, it's kind of like Region 23 is Mississippi schools, and it turns out to be LSU Eunice pretty much every year.
Yes.
So that's kind of where you get it. And now it's 3 balls and 1 strike as Tabb, who's getting to start at third base tonight. He can be awfully selective here. Tyler's got to come with something.
He's going to take time in the situation. Jackie Caldwell checking in, saying he's glad to keep hearing you, but don't want to hear me.
Yeah, boy, tell Jackie to put on a mask and get out there and umpire.
Yeah.
3 balls and 1 strike, and he's outside ball 4, so a run will be walked in. Tabb is on base for the second time. It's now 5-2 Indians. And Austin Kirkpatrick will come to the plate.
Well, Jeremy, now you're in a situation here, if you're LSU Eunice, you really kind of just be very selective on what you swing at in this situation. Make him throw strikes. Maybe wait till you get 2 strikes on you before you really get aggressive at the plate here. But right now, just struggling to find the zone.
Yeah, he's got to come back and find something he can use consistently. Started with the fastball, and then he's used the breaking ball at times to try to keep LSU Eunice off balanced. As Austin Kirkpatrick, the catcher, fouls that one back. He already has 1 grand slam here in the tournament. Hit it against Northwest on Wednesday, the opening game of the Region 23 tournament. That one eerily similar to this situation.
Another good-looking pitch that time, just missing a little low and outside, I guess. Jeremy is, again, having a tough time finding that zone right now.
Yeah, Tyler's trying to go away on all these right-handed hitters. A 1-1.
Oh, this is trouble.
Hammered to center. Jackson Lancaster's there. Will make the catch. They'll try to throw to third. Won't get the runner there, but it's a sacrifice fly. Slate Fuller comes home to score. 2 runs in the inning, and now it's 5-3, but there are 2 outs in the third.
Yeah, I thought that one had a little bit more velocity on it when it left the bat. It sounded really good that time. Jackson Lancaster showing off some of that speed to get out there and make the play in center. Heads-up play, though, to throw the ball to third just to see if you might have been able to get the out.
Yeah, not going to obviously throw anybody out there around the 380 mark, but good job there. Molina able to make it over there to third base. And so Javier Vaz, the number 9 hitter, will step to the plate. His father, the third base coach for the Bengals. He hit his first home run of the season today against Gulf Coast. Had 37 RBIs coming into the tournament.
You go back to that LSU Eunice and Northwest game. That really set the tone for this tournament.
Yeah,
that was a wild game. You knew when you saw those 2 teams get after each other, you're going to have a special tournament this weekend at ICC.
Yeah, and every game has been like that. I mean, it really has. We've had, obviously Gulf Coast and Jones. That maybe kind of got out of hand a little bit.
Yeah.
But every game has been like that. I mean, obviously ICC got a big win against Gulf Coast, 8-7. And of course, last night had a really special feeling when these 2 teams were in the winners bracket. And so not surprising you get a lot of games like this that are awfully close as Tyler connects with that fastball on the outside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, really starting to labor here is Tyler. You kind of see him where he's taking a deep breath after each pitch. He's thrown a lot of pitches this inning.
He has, and LSU Eunice has made him work. There's no question about that. The 2-1 pitch, and that one downstairs, 3-1. And at times, Tyler's not made it easy on himself. He's fallen behind a lot, too, but he's only thrown 12 2/3 innings pitched all year. And that's what happens. You get into tournament play and postseason, get into a loser's bracket game, and pitching all of a sudden kind of leaves you for just a bit. You got to find somebody to get you through it. Tyler, the guy trying to do that tonight. That one outside.
No idea where that one missed. That was a good-looking pitch there.
Yeah, ball 4. So bases are loaded, and we'll get to the top of the order in Rivertown.
Which, by the way, has surpassed Paco Bello for the name of the year.
Yeah, I thought that there had to be some sort of a mistake when we're looking over that. Found out how the field was set. We're looking at everybody, getting all this information. I thought Rivertown?
Yes. Excellent name.
Yeah, right. And, of course, you expect these LSU Eunice teams to get a lot of maybe some Cajun flavor a little bit. Rivertown was a new one. I wasn't expecting that one. And he's been good for them all year long. Leadoff spot. He's ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And there's one on the inside corner, 1-1. And we are going to see some activity in the ICC bullpen. Looks like Braden Ellis, number 27, who is down there. The 1-1, fastball, and boy, Ray Sandroni's about to lose his mind. And probably a good idea for him to go out there and talk to Tyler and just maybe calm himself down, because he's been pretty animated, and Coach Collier getting an explanation from the home plate umpire.
And here's the thing, he just doesn't like that outside corner of the plate. He's set up on that extreme inside, and you're seeing that. Back in the day, umpires were straight down the middle. Now they're more towards the batter's side. And if you're trying to paint that outside corner, and that one did look good from my point of view, but he's consistently not calling that, though.
Yeah, that's where Tyler's kind of against the lefties, it's hurt him a little bit trying to find that outside corner. So 2 balls and a strike. And that went upstairs, 3-1. And boy, Smith is really laboring at this point. Tying run in scoring position. And Town can be awfully selective here.
I'll be really surprised if he swings at this one.
Yeah, it's got to be in the zone for sure. Outside, ball 4, and that will bring a run home. LSU Eunice has plated 3 in the inning. It's now 5-4 as Nick Bellina comes home.
Yeah, there's some really tough pitches that I thought Tyler should have got called for strikes that time, as Coach Collier's going to come out there and talk to Tyler Smith, but on his way out there, he made sure he had enough to say to the home plate umpire, and the home plate umpire is going to march out there as well and make sure he has a few things to say to Rick.
Yeah, I think he maybe go after Ray Sandrone. I mean, Sandrone's been really animated from behind home plate, and just having a conversation. I don't know that.
And here's the thing, we can't even see the plate on the screen or where we're at right now as well, so we had that issue in the LSU Eunice and ICC softball game the first time they played. The coach, Coach Kirk and Coach Simmons kept asking the home plate umpire to dust off the plate. He refused to do so.
Right.
And so right now, if you're Ray Sandrone, you take your glove and wipe it off yourself.
Yeah. Well, right now, Tyler Smith has got to find some way to get it out. And he'll stay in there for the moment. This will be the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Evan Keller, the shortstop. Coming into the tournament, he was hitting .400. Just a terrific season. 0 for 2 on the night. Walked and grounded out.
Some of the ICC fans may start applauding here. Nope, I thought he was going to dust off the plate. He was kind of taunting the fans a little bit as if he was going to stand there and dust it off. So right now, if you're Smith, you just got to dig deep and go after it here.
Yeah, you do. Bases are still loaded. Eunice only has 2 hits in the contest. Smith has struggled with his command. Breaking ball outside for ball 1. Eunice, 1 run in the second, 3 runs here in the third. Indians with all 5 runs in the bottom of the first. Fastball high for ball 2.
Just not getting on top of those pitches right now. Everything just seems to have a tail drifting up as it gets towards the plate, and that might be it here as Coach Collier's going to come back out.
Yeah, that'll be it. It's his second mound visit in the inning, so that'll be it for Tyler Smith. He goes 2 2/3. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
New pitcher for the Indians is number 27, Braden Ellis, the 6-foot sophomore out of Saltillo, Mississippi. Saltillo High School making his 5th appearance of the season, 1-0 on the year. He does have 1 save, 8 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 6 strikeouts, a 4.32 ERA, and he will inherit a bases-loaded jam with 2 outs and also a 2-0 count, in which the Indians need him to get out of this so they can keep the lead moving to the bottom of the third. You knew Eunice was going to make a run. Just frustrating, though, rather for Tyler Smith. He felt like he made enough pitches, just didn't get a lot of help and the benefit of the doubt from the home plate umpire on a couple of borderline pitches. And it snowballs, and you look up, and 3 are in the inning, and you got the bases loaded.
Absolutely, and you're right. I think frustrating was the key word there, and I think that continued to show as he continued to pitch because he knew he couldn't go for his spots. That's his money pitches, and so when you're not getting those, you tend to overthink And now you are hearing the applause from the fan with the home plate umpire dusting off the plate finally.
Yeah, a little sarcastic cheer from the folks behind us. So Evan Keller will step back in. 2 balls, no strikes. And just hoping that if you're ICC, Ellis can make 1 pitch and get out of this inning, keep the Indians on top. And they got to go to work on the offensive end. First pitch right down the middle for a called strike, 2-1.
Yeah, and I think that's what you tell Braden right now if you're Coach Collier and Coach Ernest. Hey, just throw strikes. Trust your defense, see what they can do behind you. Just get us out of this jam.
Yeah, defense has been good for the most part. Fastball outside, now 3-1, and here's kind of where that's so tough to inherit the count. Keller ahead, 3-1, tying run 90 feet away. Go-ahead run in the form of Javier Vaz at second base. The 3-1, right down the middle. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And so, one of the coolest things in baseball, bases are loaded, everybody's fixing to take off with the pitch. It'll be a merry-go-round on the bases, and Ellis needs to make a good pitch here for the Indians. Full count, swing and a miss. He struck him out. A Renaissance Bank strikeout. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. RenaissanceBank.com, member FDIC. Braden Ellis comes in, gets a huge strikeout, and keeps the Indians on top. 5-4 going to the bottom of the 3rd. This is ICC Baseball on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Bottom of the 3rd, 5-4. Indians on top. ICC 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. LSU Eunice 4 runs, 2 hits, no errors. A lot of walks, couple hit by pitches. Knocked Tyler Smith out of the top of the 3rd. Brady Ellis came in, bases loaded situation, inherited a 2-0 count. Got it to full and got a swing and a miss strikeout. And now we'll see Lane Domino, Russell Bunch, and Ray Sandroni. 7, 8, and 9 for the Indians here in the 3rd.
Well, Jeremy, right now it's going to be big for ICC to put the bat on the ball, get some momentum going back their way, extend this inning a little bit, give themselves a little bit of momentum, try to see if they can pick up some of these insurance runs. And, of course, when we talk about those insurance runs, we talk about your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Is that pitch high and inside? Sorry, I didn't mean to take over your call there.
Not at all. You've been doing it all year. You might as well do it tonight, too. I've got 0 issue with that, and I doubt Joey Cox does, too. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one fouled down the right field line. So many vehicles have dodged bullets.
Oh, and that got a vehicle.
Did
I heard
it?
Yes. You jinxed them that time because you talked about them dodging bullets. And that's one thing. We put the sign up, said, hey, park at your own risk.
That's why I parked at the I came in today, said, hey to Coach Pate, carry ball. I'm here. Got to park right about where that 10 is. That way nobody's going to be. You'd have foul ball down where I parked. Good luck.
That one over the back of the top of us here in the ICC Alumni Affairs and Foundation broadcast booth. Getting those sponsors in. Find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College by visiting iccms.edu.
That one you didn't have written down for me on the sheet, by the way.
That's my bad.
That's you.
Yeah, that one's on me.
That's you. The 1-2 to Domino. Inside. That one missed.
Well, Domino looked at him. He thought he might have called that one a strike, and that was borderline, and ICC catches a break.
That pitch right there, whether it's outside the lefties, inside the righties, he's just decided, you know what, I'm not calling that.
He's deleted that side of the plate.
Yeah, I'm not calling that. The 2-2, breaking ball, popped up on the infield. It'll be Vaz, Slate Fuller, and it'll be Fuller who will settle under it and make the catch.
Well, good pitch to get the pop-up that time and get the out there, as it was a very dangerous Domino. You get a guy like Domino off the bases, that's big if you're Eunice.
Yeah, he's second on the team in stolen bases, 12 of 13 on the year. Indians have only attempted one stolen base in the tournament, which is a little surprising, but the situation just hasn't necessarily called for it. Russell Bunch will step to the plate, and you and I were talking about this 3 or 4 weeks ago. Russell's averaged around 270 or so, and he sends one foul down the right field line. And I guess
that one's safe.
Yeah, okay. I kept waiting for the oohs and the ahs.
Well, the last one you heard a big thud.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully Joey Cox is their insurance.
That's exactly right. He was sitting in the parking lot with a business card.
Yes.
No balls and 1 strike. That one upstairs, 1-1. And talking about Russell, about maybe a month ago, it averaged about 270, 275 there at the bottom, and certainly not a terrible average, not a terrible season, but kind of struggling. You look up and he was 308 coming into tonight, and he was actually up around 310, 312 the other night. And I would argue his resurgence at the bottom of the lineup just added so much depth, and one of the reasons why the Indians went 14-0 at one point.
Absolutely. We talked about it last year. It was LeBryant Sedale that got that hot surge, and this year it's been Russell Bunch, and Russell, one of those guys, can also hit for power when needed.
Yeah, he's the ball hard, chops that one foul. Seems like he's been on base and gotten a key hit. He had a leadoff double in this game against LSU Eunice last night. Unfortunately, was left stranded. But he's done a pretty good job, no question about it. Hits the balls hard. 1 for 3 with a run scored in game 1. Drew a couple of walks as well as he takes that one downstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, just got to get guys on base right now for ICC. You would love to see ICC's bats get red hot here and get a big inning going like they did in the bottom of the first, but right now you just need base runners.
Full count pitch, chopped left side. That'll be a foul ball.
And just foul.
Yeah, the ICC, yeah, Coach Coach Carson, yeah, it's a little foul. Had to take a step back in the dugout.
And maybe that'll gain some favor with the third base umpire later in the game there. But Rick did turn around and say it was foul, and it was just borderline
It
foul.
was. Well, it got past the third baseman, Hunter Tabb, who was replacing Jack Merrifield, who had been the starting third baseman for the Bengals' first 2 days. Full count to Russell Bunch, and good job to stay alive there. I think that might have been ball 4, but boy, that's close enough.
You just don't know.
Yeah, you gotta. If you just hang around and stay alive. Another payoff pitch coming, and this one sent out into right field, and that will be foul beyond that LSU Eunice bullpen.
Yeah, getting out there with some of that ICC faithful, Chuck Domino and his family sitting out there along with the Cokers. Saw a bunch of them start to scatter out there, so that was a long foul ball.
Yeah, I thought for a second the park might hold it. There's no chance it was going to be caught, but so much foul territory here. 3-2 pitch again. Inside, ball 4. That's a heck of an at-bat by Russell Bunch, and just finds himself on base again, and that will bring up the catcher, Ray Sandrone.
Yeah, you'd really like to see Ray take out some of those frustrations from the previous top part of the inning off on the ball here.
Yeah.
If he does, he might look like Tyreek Reed taking one out of the ballpark. But yeah, right now if you're ICC, just play your game. Put the bat on the ball, manufacture some runs, and make it happen.
Yeah, Sandrone, talking about somebody, I think he was more frustrated than Tyler Smith in the last inning. At least he was more demonstrable about it as he takes that first pitch for a called strike 0-1. Sandrone, typically game 2 catcher in the doubleheader, getting the start tonight, relieving Austin Powell, who caught all 9 innings of that marathon game against Pearl River. And fastball in there for a called strike 2.
Yeah, you got to think if that home plate umpire remembers the number of Ray Sandrone, anything might be a strike because he was not pleased with the way. But right at the same time, though, Ray kind of had a warrant to be able to do that.
Yeah, just a handful of those. You expect at least the borderline pitches to maybe go your way half the time, and they just didn't for Tyler at all. And I think that's, you're right, what really frustrated him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ray popped out his first time up. Breaking ball.
Wow, he is not giving that corner the play.
I don't know.
That looked good.
I don't know where that missed.
I don't either.
I mean,
I think honestly what it is that corner has caused the home plate umpire so much of a headache tonight. He's not giving it to anybody.
Yeah, I guess not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3 as that fastball was elevated. So now Sandrone has worked the count full. We're thinking about stolen bases. Probably not going to see one bunch, just 2 for 2 on the year. Indians 59 for 69 on the season. Not running. Grounded left side, could be 2. Keller to Vaz, over to first base. Good scoop there by Fuller. It's a 6-4-3 double play. And that will end the inning in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base through 3. 5-4 Indians on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah, arugula.
Jalapeno.
No way. Avocados, dude.
Medium rare. Gotta be well done. Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? But turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that. Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Through 3, 5-4 Indians on top. ICC 5 runs on 7 hits. LSU Eunice 4 runs on 2 hits. Braden Ellis will stay out there. Got the last out of the top of the 3rd. Inherited a bases loaded situation and a 2-0 count and got a huge strikeout of Evan Keller, the number 2 hitting shortstop. Now he'll face 3, 4, and 5. Jarrett McDonald, Tristan Welch, and Slate Fuller. And Ellis, the second pitcher used tonight. Both pitchers, or both teams, I should say, have used 2 pitchers. The starter, Cade Gonsolin, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Jared Couch has come in and put up 2 zeros in the 2nd and the 3rd. Tyler Smith pitched around a whole bunch of traffic on the base paths in the first 2 innings. Only gave up 1 run, but walks got to him in the 3rd. And Eunice put up a 3 spot. Ellis now going to try and piece it together. High fly ball left field. Sedell under it will make the catch right in front of the 365 sign for out number 1.
You know, that might be your most effective pitcher tonight. Not looking for strikeouts, just looking for fly balls tonight. Just hope a guy doesn't square one up high enough and go old school slow pitch softball. Throw extra outfielder out there and go chase him down.
Yeah, might as well just put somebody up there in the rover position they called it.
Yes. Coach Andy Kirk, our softball coach now, he was infamous for that. He would, depending on who the batter was, he would pull the shortstop or the second baseman and put him in the outfield.
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
it worked. It won him a couple of state championships.
Yeah, now it's going to fly ball to center field. Lancaster doesn't even have to move and just puts the glove up and makes the catch. So quickly 2 outs in the inning on 2 deep fly balls. But you're right. I mean, just at this point, there's no wind in the ballpark. Ball's not really flying out at this moment. So
that was a well-hit ball.
It was struck, no doubt about it. And if that ball was hit about 4.5 hours ago, 5 hours ago, that ball is probably either in the trees or it's a gapper for sure. Slate Fuller, the first baseman, will step in and take that first pitch high for ball 1.
Jeremy, still a lot of baseball to play here. Been a long day. Appreciate everything you've done this week. Raphael, Lee, CJ helping out. Kevin Maloney as well, keeping stats for us up top.
That pitch in there for a call strike. Yeah, it's been really fun. A lot of good baseball. We had gorgeous weather. I mean, you can't really complain about anything. Good games as well. Some of the best teams in the country. As that breaking pitch is in there, foul tipped and held on by Sandrone. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Braden Ellis with a chance for a shutdown inning and doing so in dominant fashion. Breaking ball, got him looking. Stanchoni knew it immediately, and Slate Fuller goes down looking. A Renaissance Bank strikeout. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. RenaissanceBank.com, member FDIC. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5-4 ICC, bottom of the fourth on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza. Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs, and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion, or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton, or online davisfordsales.com.
Top of the order for the Indians, Kyle Krieger, Jackson Lancaster, and LeBryant Siddell.
Jeremy, real quick before we get the inning started, going to give a shout out to the Mineys, who are the parents of the Twins and the softball team in Hattiesburg watching tonight, trying to cheer the Indians to victory.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Krieger
trying to hit Coach Collier.
Yeah, fouls that one down the third base line. Yeah, it's amazing the reach that Let'sGoICCTV.com gets. A lot of people, of course, you can watch it anywhere, but a lot of people.
And by the way, we did finally finalize the Amazon Fire Stick today. Everything is good. You'll be able to watch, just download the Itawamba CC part to the Fire Stick, and you can now watch Let's Go ICC on your Fire Stick device and your Roku, wherever you want to watch it. We're all there, baby.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Everybody's got a Fire Stick now. Everybody's got to watch Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded up the middle, past the pitcher. Vaz will be there, and he'll glove it and throw out Krieger in time. Kyle retired 4-3, 1 down in the inning.
Just a tough one there. I thought for a second it might be slow rolling enough, but it did take a friendly hop off that hill. It was able to skid out there to the second baseman, who has a really good arm, threw him out with ease.
He does. Javier Vaz is really quick. We mentioned earlier he's the son of the third base coach, and he's done a terrific job. And here's the best player in the tournament, Jackson Lancaster, 11 for 17 at the plate this week. And he'll foul that one. That'll be out of play. No, it will not. It will actually stay in play, but McDonald couldn't run it down.
A little home field advantage out there with that slope coming down. I heard you talking about it in a previous game earlier in the week, and if you don't play here often, you're not used to how much of that drainage slope it is. You get to run it, and all of a sudden you pick up an extra mile per hour running downhill. You kind of panic.
Yeah, you do. I mean, Russell Bunch was clearly the only third baseman in the tournament that was pretty comfortable around that area. Obviously, he plays here, but even then, sometimes you kind of get caught in no man's land. So Lancaster stays alive at the plate. Breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Might be the only pitch on that outside corner that's been called a strike today, but it was a good call.
It was. It was in there. So Lancaster quickly down 0-2. And that one a waste pitch upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couch has done a good job since entering. He stabilized the pitching staff for LSU Eunice and giving his team a chance to creep back in it. And they have done so. Once trailed 5-0, now just 5-4. As Lancaster does a great job to stay alive there. Really looking forward to following him at Missouri next year. The Tigers got an absolute steal.
Big time. And I think he's got connections to that program or family ties or something like that. So that might be where that connection was. But absolutely, you hear a lot of people talk about some of the good athletes in the state of Mississippi that teams tends to get out of the state of Mississippi, and Jackson's going to be one of those.
Yeah, he is. Strikes out this time, though. Couch got him swinging. And there are 2 down in the inning. LeBryant Sedell will step to the plate. He'll be in Clinton at MC next year. And he's had a really good region tournament. He got 5 RBIs on the week. 5 hits, all singles. And he'll see if he can get something started for the Indians here in the 4th with 2 down. And he'll pop this up right there on the infield. Should be an easy catch for Kirkpatrick. He's there and will make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Indians after 4, 5-4 ICC on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Through 4, Indians lead at 5-4. Braden Ellis back out there, putting up a 0 in the 4th and doing so in really impressive fashion. And he will face Nick Bellina, Hunter Tabb, and Austin Kirkpatrick, 6, 7, and 8 in this LSU Eunice lineup. Eunice only 2 hits through 4 innings, but Tyler Smith had some control issues. Borderline pitches didn't go his way. A couple of HBPs. And then Ellis came in, did a good job in the 4th inning. He'll start to see more of this lineup. We'll see what adjustments are made on both sides. First pitch swinging, chopper right to Coker. Strong throw over in time to retire Bellina. 1 pitch, 1 out, and Bellina's retired 6-3.
You know, that's going to be the key here for Ellis. Get those early pitches out. You know, the fewer pitches he can throw per inning. Last inning he had, what, maybe 7 pitches?
Yeah.
And so 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's going to be your best friend right now for Braden Ellis.
Yeah, it will be. And that's the other thing, too, is that, you know, if you're a hitter, you think, hey, look, you may want to try to take some pitches, try to work the pitch count. But it's tough when you get a pitch in the zone you think you can hit, but that spin rate, something fierce. And Ellis able to get a ground out from a guy, Nick Bellina, who can really swing it. Now we'll see Hunter Tabb, the 3rd baseman, and he ropes one to center field. Lancaster takes a couple of steps over and catches it for out number 2. And that's, you talked about it. You said that's exactly what Brady Ellis is doing. It's basically like, here it is and hit it. And fortunately right now, it's just right at the ICC defenders.
Yeah, Jackson Lancaster, the only time he takes more steps is right now just basically moving around because he's bored out there in the outfield. The last one he got, he didn't have to move at all. That one, 2 or 3 steps to his left. So that's what you got to do. Throw a heavy baseball right now and just rely on your defense.
Yeah, and obviously the air getting a little thicker out there now as you get deeper, so it's going to be tougher to get one in the gap. Of course, Lancaster obviously patrols center field really well. Austin Kirkpatrick, the catcher, will step in. He's the only starter in the lineup that hits below 300, but he had maybe the biggest hit for LSU Eunice. He had a grand slam against Northwest to give them the lead in Game 1, and they were able to hang on. That's what happens in postseason baseball. You get some guys you don't expect to come through, and Kirkpatrick did. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1, and maybe Ellis is that guy for ICC on the mound.
Yes, and that's the beauty of postseason ball. I mean, there's always that unsung hero, a kid that you might put out in the situation just to see what happens. They always come up big in the clutch, and that's what makes postseason play special.
There's a hit as Kirkpatrick rips one left side past the diving Russell Bunch. 3rd hit off of Indians pitching for the Bengals. And we'll see Javier Vaz, the number 9 hitter.
And I think right now, if you're LSU, if you're the coach, you say, stop trying to kill the ball. Hit it solid.
Yeah.
Let's hit line drives. Don't try to hit it out of the ballpark every time and help them out here with easy outs.
Right, because they hit a lot of doubles, coming into today's action, they had hit 117 doubles this year.
Wow.
I mean, the lineup it's really crazy. Look at some of the stats. I was reading them last night about there are 7 guys in the lineup that have double-digit stolen bases. There are 6 guys in the lineup that have more than 10 doubles. I mean, it's really impressive. And they don't hit a bunch of home runs, but they hit a lot of doubles. And Javier Vaz, speaking of home runs, had not hit one all year, got one out today against Gulf Coast. And there's a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 1-1.
Yeah, big pitch there to even with the count now. Runner over at first base. 2 outs. Indians need to see if they can find the exit.
Ripped back up the middle, and that'll be through for a base hit into center field. As Ellis couldn't quite get it, and once it got past him, it just split the defenders, Coker and Krieger. So back-to-back singles off of Braden Ellis with 2 down. 4th hit off of Indians pitching, and now we'll get to the top of the order and Rivertown, the center fielder. And this is what Eunice can do to you. Such a good hitting team. You think, all right, got the first 2 guys out. We'll cruise to the 3rd out. Kirkpatrick gets a base hit to left. Vaz gets a base hit to center. And now a little bit of game pressure on Braden Ellis. Town, a walk and a sac fly tonight. Takes that first pitch out there for a called strike. Don't look now, but that's the 2nd pitch on the outside corner that Braden Ellis has gotten.
Yeah, it's surprising. As we said, we figured he was going to just kind of shut down that corner, maybe just shut it down for a couple of innings, and now going to extend it back out.
The 0-1. Outside, ball 1. I think that probably was a little bit outside.
Yeah. Like it might have also been up a little bit there, too.
Yeah, but you are right. Look at where he set up on the inside
extreme
corner.
Inside.
Yeah, I mean, he's right there, and that's kind of, I think, to your point, if you move with the catcher maybe, then you can start to see a little bit better. There's a good pitch that Town fouls away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and boy, Ellis trying to get out of this inning here.
And I know my buddy Jackie Caldwell is watching right now, and that's one thing that, is kind of evolved with umpires. I don't know if they're something they see. Maybe they see it better, or they just try to protect the umpires more. He might be able to text me and tell more, but yeah, they're starting to favor more towards the batter on that inside part of the plate. Really eliminates that outer third.
Outside 2-2, yeah. And I think that's what you see a lot, and you're right. It can be tough if you're lined up on the inside and there's a pitch on the outside corner. You're almost kind of like having to look over and see, boy, do I think that's a strike or
it's a guessing game out there.
Yeah, is my depth perception accurate? So we'll see where Braden Ellis goes here with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. RenaissanceBank.com, member FDIC. A couple of singles, but no runs for the Bengals. To the bottom of the 5th we go. ICC leads it 5-4 on Let's Go ICC.
Today, you are connected more than ever. Today, you are connected more than ever. Your friends, your family, your life. Having a partner that understands banking is what you do on your time, anywhere you like. It's about being connected, which is easy with convenient locations in your community. Understanding that sometimes you need to speak to real people with real answers. Banking partners with the services you desire, who understand how you want to bank. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say. It's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas. The world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Bottom of the 5th, Justin Medlin will lead things off. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Medlin, Coker, and Powell. Medlin is an RBI double tonight, part of that 5-run first inning. And a pitch outside for ball 1. Jerry Couch has come in and really done a terrific job. He got the last out in the first after Cade Gonsolin went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Since then, Couch has only given up 2 hits to the Indians. He's put up zeros in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th. And Indians haven't really gotten a lot off of him either. They haven't really hit the ball that hard. Try to change that here with Justin Medlin to start it off. Swing and a miss as he gets fooled by the changeup, looking for that fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Breaking ball, misses downstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count here to Justin Medlin. See if he can reach and be a base runner for the Indians. They try to get going again offensively. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3-2 pitch. Got a fastball on the outside corner, 1 away here in the inning.
Yeah, I think he had to swing at that one. That was a strike either way. Just couldn't quite square it up or foul it off to be able to keep that at-bat alive. Beautiful pitch that time for Eunice.
It was. Medlin tried to pull it, tries to go the other way with it, and maybe at least fouled it off and hung around. But big strikeout for Eunice to lead off the 5th. Brett Coker, the shortstop, will step to the dish. Tried to bunt for a hit there. Fouled it off, 0-1. Interesting to see what will happen for Brett Coker in year number 2. 359 as a freshman. There's a chance to make a real big jump. Breaking ball, and boy, just smoked that one off the backstop. 0-2.
Yeah, that ball's not going to see another life here at the ballpark, because that one was bounced hard off the brick over there.
No balls, 2 strikes to Brett Coker. And that one will get away 1-2. I'd say about 4 or 5 times in every single ball game, Raphael and I have prayed for our lives. It's ball's coming right back to the screen. The net is good, obviously, but
I want to say this: the net gives a lot more than it normally does.
Yes.
When we saw one foul off a while ago, I kind of flinched myself. A swinging strike 3 there.
And Coker goes down, and Couch continues to impress out of that LSU Eunice bullpen. 2 away here in the inning, and yeah, a couple times I thought, boy, that may be the end of it, but fortunately it's held up. And so now Austin Powell, the designated hitter, will step to the plate. Fastball right down the middle, and boy, Couch running out of adjectives to describe how good he's been. Just simply coming in, throwing strikes. Indians have not been able to square one up yet. And that one downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Even when he does miss, he's missing close. So that's what's keeping the Indians batters on their heels right now is, you want to be patient, but at the same time, you may have to get a little bit more aggressive earlier in the count.
He's also missing a low, which obviously there, a big swing and a miss. That had some really late movement, that slider away, and Austin's been susceptible to that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Couch trying to make quick work of ICC in the 5th. Same pitch, and he got Powell looking. A strikeout looking, and that will end the inning, and Austin didn't like it.
Yeah, he had a lot to say to the umpire, and the umpire, I got to give credit where credit's due, just walked into the infield to walk away from Powell. Don't really want to give him any opportunity to kind of get himself asked to lead the ball game.
Yeah, 5-4 after 5. A good one here in Fulton. Elimination game between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Top of the sixth we go, 5-4, Indians on top. ICC got all 5 runs in the bottom of the first. LSU Eunice responded with a run in the second and run in the third. And that's it. Braden Ellis has been good since coming on. Jerry Couch has been fantastic. He's pitched 4 1/3. He's given up no runs, 2 hits, and that is all. Ellis has been good as well. Came in the top of the third. LSU Eunice had bases loaded, 2 outs, 3 runs already in. He also inherited a 2-0 count, got a big strikeout. This guy right here, Evan Keller.
Yeah, nice pitch that time, breaking away from the batter, and you saw Keller totally confused on that one.
Yeah, that didn't happen very much. A terrific hitter. And Ellis, one of those guys, pitches from the stretch the entire time, no matter, you see nobody on base here to start the inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs on 4 hits for Eunice, 5 runs on 7 hits for the Indians. The 2-2, that one lined into right field, down for a base hit right there in front of Lane Domino, and a good start for the Bengals here in the 6th.
Yeah, they're starting to put the bat on the ball here, and ICC's bat is kind of go cold, so Indians need to see if they can pitch around this leadoff single here and see if they can find some outs.
It'll be Jarrett McDonald batting third and line up the left fielder. 5th hit of the night off of Indians pitching. And first pitch high for ball 1. Nobody throwing in that Itawamba bullpen down there.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of a darn if you do, darn if you don't situation right now for the Indians, because the winner of this game does have to go.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was your
life that time.
That was my life that time. That net did give a lot more than I thought it was going to, so I flinched a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, both these teams, you kind of just darn if you do, darn if you don't whenever it comes to your pitching situations.
1-1, strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellis continues to really have good stuff and have command of his pitches.
Well, you know, one team right now that's loved seeing this game going the way it is right now is Pearl River.
Lined into left field, LeBryant Siddell is there. And will make the catch, and it's the second time McDonald has hit the ball hard, but right to Siddell. 1 down here in the 6th inning. Yeah, they are hoping that it's going to be, 12-10 in about the 13th, and you look up and nobody's got any pitching. You win this one tonight, you go, hey, great, we're playing for, College World Series is still there, but you can deal with that Pearl River lineup that is just crushing the baseball.
Yeah, and again, you go back to the start of the tournament. You looked at, of course, number 1, number 2 here, but Pearl River, that team that has been ranked high all season. That's a hard hit ball. It's going to get off the backhand of Russell Bunch. And this is possibly scoring a run.
It's going to, as Evan Keller is going to come all the way around for first, and we are tied. We'll see how it's scored. It's going to be scored a hit, so an RBI double. And, boy, hard hit ball. Tristan Welch ripped it down the third baseline, and it just kind of ate Russell Bunch up a little bit. I don't know if he charged that or what, but
it's just one of those that, again, the ball got on top of Bunch so quickly. He did what he could to try to block it up and keep it in front of him, and just couldn't do so, and Eunice taking advantage.
So a run on a couple of hits. And now they've got the go-ahead run in scoring position for the first baseman, Slate Fuller, as we are all tied up at 5 now. Game pressure going to mount much more for both teams as that pitch apparently misses maybe inside for ball 1.
Good looking pitch there, but again, Jeremy, that inside corner just not consistently being called, as Steve Diffie likes to say, inconsistent or unconsistent. What does he say? Consistently inconsistent.
There you go.
Yeah. It's late. I'm stumbling over myself.
Steve's watching. He'll text you.
He will. He will.
10:40 here in Fulton. We started this at 11:58 was the first pitch of the LSU Eunice Gulf Coast game. This one nubbed right side. Ellis will glove it. He'll flip to Medlin. Nice play there. That's the infielder in Ellis coming out and in there. Made a nice play. It does move the runner Tristan Welch to third, but there are 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, that was a much more difficult play than it may have looked to somebody that's not familiar with the game of baseball, as that was just a tough play, and one of those that a lot of times maybe a normal pitcher doesn't get to because he doesn't have that infielder instinct. And a good job that time by Ellis to be able to get off that mound, get it in a hurry, but also have the wherewithal to control himself and be able to toss it over to first.
Yeah, I thought he may glove it and just step on the bag himself, but Medlin was there. So a huge at bat here. Nick Bellina, the right fielder tonight. A chance to give his team the lead. Fly ball, right field. Can Domino get there? No. He dove for it and came up just a little bit short. Great effort by Lane. And
Jeremy, I know you and I have said this time and time again this year, just the simple fact that Lane Domino made you hold your breath is amazing.
Yeah, it was because, I mean, off the bat, you thought, okay. The only reason why I thought there was any drama whatsoever was could he get to it?
Yeah,
and he knew it wasn't going to be fair.
Yeah, and he was legit 3 running steps away from getting to that.
Yeah, he was, and he's dove for it, obviously, and just a tad out of his reach, and even with all that foul territory down there. But a good job by Ellis to get ahead, 0-1. And outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nice job by Sandroni getting out and keeping that one in front of him.
He caught it kind of weird, like he turned his glove, so I don't know if he was a little crossed up or what, but yeah, you're right. He did a good job. That could have gone south in a hurry. Welch over there at third base. Got an RBI double. Molina going to try and bunt. Ellis going to glove it. Throws to first. And in time to get Molina. And that will end the inning. Boy, awful big gamble to try to bunt with 2 outs. And Ellis able to field it barehanded, and Medlin hung on. And the Indians get out of it with no further damage.
Jeremy, as you said, sometimes you gamble, it pays off. Sometimes you don't. And what a throw there by Braden Ellis. An equally good stretch by Medlin to get the out. And that was a huge, huge out there for the Indians.
LSU Eunice ties it 5-5, bottom of the 6th on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-1.
Bottom of the 6th, tied at 5. Great play by Braden Ellis to field the bunt attempt by Molina off the mound and to throw him out at first base. Bang, bang play. Justin Medlin held on to it. LSU Eunice did tie it, but they had to go-ahead run at third base. A little surprised with the way Molina swings the bat that he would try to just bunt for a hit with 2 down in the inning, but good play by Ellis and Medlin. And we're all square now as we move to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Lane Domino, Russell Bunch, and Ray Sandroni, 7, 8, and 9.
Yeah, Jeremy, hopefully that defensive spark will spark the Indians' bats here.
Domino tried to see if he could bunt for a hit, and that one's called a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Domino's one of those guys that he kind of gets that free call. If you look at the third baseman, if he's laid back a little bit deep on the play, you give him the green light on and trying to see if he can get a bunt single.
Yeah, with how well he runs, no doubt about it, he can get a lot of singles that way. Good breaking ball that Domino fouls back to soccer field over there behind us. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Absolutely. Remind everybody, if you're away from your computer, you can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Lee Adams running those there. Raphael Henry doing highlights as well. That's the voice of Jeremy Kennedy. I'm Adam Gore. Kevin Maloney up top doing stats for us as well. You can see those on letsgoicc.com.
Just missed on the outside corner.
No idea where that one missed.
Boy, Jerry Couch been so impressed with this. The second time in the region tournament he has pitched, and he's been really good tonight. Almost got a strikeout there. Chopper left side, Tab gonna glove it, throw across, and
he's
not
safe.
in time. Domino beats it out on what was a routine ground ball, and that shows you the speed of Lane Domino. An infield single, 8th hit of the night off of LSU in his pitching, but just the 3rd off of Couch.
That was impressive there. You know, you hear people say fast. That's stupid fast is what that is, Jeremy.
It was a routine ground ball to 3rd. I mean, it wasn't like, it was a slow roller. I mean, that anybody else, and that's an easy 5-3 decision.
And the thing about it is that's a want-to base hit. He wanted that base hit. He found an extra gear, got down the line without an issue.
So Jerry Willis, the LSU Eunice head coach, came out, was talking about it. Now there's a conversation between Kirkpatrick and our home plate umpire, and I think everything is all square now. It'll be Russell Bunch who will step to the plate. Russell, a 2 RBI single back in the 1st. Trying to get the Indians going here in the bottom of the 6th. There goes Domino. He got a great jump. Oh, the hit and run, I love it.
Yeah.
Being Ryan Whittington, love it.
Yeah.
But if there's one time to not swing,
that was it.
Lane Domino was halfway to second base when that ball was halfway to the plate. And you don't blame Russell Bunch at all. That's what you're calling. But, boy, he got a phenomenal jump and would have been easily standing on second base. And I like the call to go hit and run, though.
Yeah.
Bunch handles the bat well. Domino can fly. But, man, just a bad break there for the Indians. And that went a little closer than probably it should have been.
Yeah, Domino able to get back and a quick tag put on there.
No balls in a strike. See if Coach Collier wants to do something else. May not here on 0-1. Get Russell Bunch back in a hitter's count when you expect to see a fastball, and you might see it. Oh, he was leaning and just got back in. Boy, that's twice it's been close. That one was really close.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Collier's going to argue that he's balking.
And Dylan quickly, Coach Ernest came up as well, the former All-State, All-Region pitcher, and he's upset. He's thinking that was a balk as well.
So if a pitcher's arguing it's a balk, and they never turn on each other, then you might want to think about it. We'll see. Umpires have certainly been alerted to it now. We'll see if they throw over. Bunch is going to sacrifice. It'll be a good one. Couch will glove it and tag Russell. And Russell does his job. Indians are top 10 in the country in sacrifice bunts. It will get Domino into scoring position for Ray Sandroni with 1 down.
Yeah, big-time play there. They tried to hit and run, didn't get it. And then Russell coming up, and that's what you got to do. The little things of the baseball game, the aspects like that is what makes good teams better teams. And that was a good job there by Russell Bunch, who is known more for his power, coming up, swinging the bat, sacrificing there as well.
So we got a text. You said it would happen. We got a text from Jackie Caldwell.
Don't read it word for word.
No, you on why umps line up on the extreme inside. And fitting, since Ray Sandroni, the catcher, is up to the bat. He said it's what they're teaching now to stay in the slot, so to speak. And he said you can't do that because then they're guessing at the outside pitches. He said he works wherever my catchers allow me to work, and I let him know if he pitches me inside, he's probably not getting that for a strike. So kind of an idea that, or Jackie kind of says, hey, look, probably not something that Should happen.
And that's a guy that calls D1 baseball. So,
I've seen him at SEC games before.
Yeah, he does SEC games.
I've shouted at him before, Jack, what are you doing? What are you seeing?
Exactly. But I appreciate Jack coming in and explaining that to us there.
Yeah, he's done the SEC games. You're right, and that's something that's interesting. So now you see the home plate umpire just now basically on the inside corner where the batter is, instead of just basically kind of maybe following the catcher as that pitch is fouled behind the dugout.
It's the nuances of the game, and you do have to protect yourself as a home plate umpire.
Oh, sure.
And we're not taking that any sense, but it does. And Jackie and we have talked about makes a good point. It does leave that outside part of the plate up to a guessing game.
Right. Yeah, and that's it too. Is hey, look, I think that's a strike, and then end up being a little more inconsistent on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sandroni. Lane Domino at second base. He reached on an infield single, was bunted to second by Russell Bunch. And Domino's going to try to take third, and Sandroni tried to square around and bunt it. Old Coach Collier, he's out of your viewing screen right now, just took the helmet off, scratching his head like, man, it's the second time Domino's been halfway to the base so he's just trying to steal.
Yeah, it's tough, and Lane, he's quick, and, man, he's getting some amazing jumps as well off the back, but now the count goes 1-2 here. Sandroni's got to protect. Man, something through the gap here would be huge for the Indians.
Yeah, and obviously you just want to try to go up the middle to the right side to at least move Domino to third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I thought we might get a step to the second base bag. Boy, Domino just most active I've seen him on the base paths this week.
Yeah, and he's trying to get in the head of the pitcher here, make him throw a bad pitch, see if you can't get him to struggle and get out of the zone, because one thing right now, as a pitcher for LSU Eunice, you've got a lot of speed sitting on second base behind you.
Yeah, you do. I mean, anything hit, that isn't just scorched to the outfield, it's going to get Domino home. So the question now is, if you're LSU Eunice, what can you do to try to keep Domino as close to that second base bag as you can? 1-2 to Sandroni here. Grounded right side. Javier Vaz will glove it and will throw to first in time to retire Sandroni. So Ray's retired 4-3, but he does move Domino to third base with 2 down, and we move to the top of the order at Kyle Krieger.
Yeah, very productive out there. Man, if you're the Indians, you would have really loved to see Domino sitting on third on that one right there. But tough break there for the Indians. Not a tough break, a productive out.
Yeah, it really was. And Sandroni did a good job. 1-2 at that point. You're just kind of swinging defensively. And so at least get a productive out. Now you don't necessarily have to have a base hit just to score. And there's a beautiful slider by Couch that Krieger chased out of the zone 0-1.
Yeah, right now Kyle just needs a good solid hit. Base hit here. Indians can retake the lead as this ballgame business picking up here in the 6th.
Yeah, and you'd like to get Jackson Lancaster a chance in this inning too. And Krieger sends a high fly ball to right center field. Rivertown moves over, and he will squeeze it for the out. And that will retire the side. Indians threaten, but can't get a run across. After 6, it's 5-all here in an elimination game in Fulton. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Your success at ICC starts with freshman orientation. Learn what the college has to offer, register for classes, meet your new ICC family, and discover all the ways to get involved across our 3 locations.
Hey guys, it's Madison, an orientation leader here at ICC. After you apply for enrollment, sign up for orientation because spots are filling up fast. Find out more at iccms.edu/orientation.
Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes. Half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Welcome back as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Braden Ellis back out there for ICC, tied at 5. Indians got a leadoff single by Lane Domino. Got him all the way to third with 2 outs, but just couldn't get him home. And Jerry Couch continues to be impressive in relief for the Bengals. And so now we're going to get 7, 8, and 9 for LSU Eunice. Hunter Tabb, the third baseman, Austin Kirkpatrick, the catcher, and Javier Vaz, the second baseman. As both of these pitchers has been terrific in relief. 6 hits for LSU Eunice, 8 hits for the Indians, and Ellis with a first pitch strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, good job by Ellis going up there and just throwing strikes. That's what you got to do in this situation, especially late in the game. And see if you can just find some routine fly balls like this, as Domino is going to drift over and squeeze this one for the out.
1 away here in the inning, big out. And boy, Ellis, I read the stats to everybody when Ellis came in the game, and he had thrown 8 1/3 all year, making his 5th appearance. And you look up now, and he's made it 4 innings, and so he's going to end up going from 8 innings to maybe 12, 13 by the time this one is over, depending on how far he goes. And boy, just been terrific in relief tonight. Austin Kirkpatrick, the catcher, will step to the plate. Kirkpatrick base hit his last time to the plate. And rips it left side, bunch under his glove, recovers, throws to first, in time to get Austin Kirkpatrick, and it's Medlin once again doing yeoman's work at first base to help out his infield.
Tell you what, Jeremy, that was impressive. One by Russell Bunch to be able to find the ball after it came off his glove. It was a blistering shot over to him, but then, that stretch over there by Justin Medlin, my legs are hurting after watching that.
Yeah, that was, I thought off the bat, well, it's going to be a base hit to left, but Russell got the glove on it, and then the presence of mind to barehand it, not panic, and make a strong throw over to first, and they are quickly 2 away in the inning for Javier Vaz, and that will get away from Sandroni.
How big is that play now? But not, you got the go-ahead run moving into second after
base,
that pitch.
Yeah, and then Vaz can hit, no doubt about it. Hitting well over 300 this year. Got almost 40 RBIs. And he'll foul that one back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that net's a lot more loose than it has been during the regular season.
Told you. A little different when it's coming right at you.
Yeah. Because it usually don't give that much, at least when we call during the regular season. So, yeah, it's loosened up a little bit.
Down the middle, pitches foul down the left field line, well out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chance Preston's checking in, watching late here on the ICC Sports Network. Appreciate Chance and all the support here for ICC and everyone watching here as well. Maybe some LSU Eunice fans watching here on the ICC Sports Network.
You should get somebody to sponsor the shout-outs as much as you give them. Everybody just takes you, hey, I want to say my name on TV.
That's
Chopper,
what I'm about.
Back up the middle. Krieger going to be a tough play. Throws to first. In time again.
Wow.
Boy, the Indians flashing the leather and showing some real athleticism on the infield. And Justin Medlin has had to catch just about every single ball thrown to him in a weird way. But 3 up, 3 down in the 7th.
Jeremy, we talked about Missouri getting a steal in Jackson Lancaster, Middle Tennessee getting a really, really big steal in Justin Medlin.
We will stretch in Fulton 5-5 on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our priority. With a 20-to-1 student-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Apply online today at apply.iccms.edu and come be a part of our ICC family. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
Bottom of the 7th we go, tied at 5 here in Fulton. Jeremy Kennedy, Adam Gore with you. Shout out to Joey Cox. Insurance runs brought to you by your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox.
Yeah, ICC would love to pick up about 3 or 4 of those insurance runs here in this inning. He is watching, just texted in as well. Joey, the former ICC All-American in football, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics right here on the ICC Sports Network.
Going to be 2-3-4 for the Indians. Jerry Couchestein is done. New pitcher for the Bengals, Jacob Hammond. 6'3", 236-pound freshman from Monroe, Louisiana. We've seen Jake in the tournament making his 19th appearance, a 1-0 with a 2.66 ERA. He'll face Jackson Lancaster, LeBryant Sedell, and Justin Medlin. And that pitch is fouled back to the screen, 0-1. For Hammond on the year, 20 1/3 innings pitched, 16 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 11 walks, 27 strikeouts.
Yeah, so being greeted by the heart of the lineup right here, ICC, this is where they want to see if they can get the bats fired up.
No, nobody better in the whole tournament than this guy here. Jackson Lancaster's 11 for 17 in the tournament. Well, it's insane. Had a 4-hit day earlier this afternoon. A 1-1 pitch from Hammond, and this one chopped left side to Keller. He'll glove it, throw across in time to get the speedy Lancaster. That's a big out there for the Bengals, and Lancaster's retired 6-3.
Yeah, you can see the frustration on Lancaster that time. Knew he probably chased one a little high in the zone, just couldn't quite square it up enough. Great play over there by shortstop because, as you said, Lancaster very quick, got down the line in a hurry, but a routine out.
Yeah, it was a triple in this game, too. I mean, he's just been incredible. He would have to he'd have to go 0 for his next 4, and his average in the tournament would be 500. Wow. LeBryant Sedell to the plate as that pitch is in there for a called strike. Boy, into shout-outs, and I'll say this, shout-out to Jerry Couch, what that kid did.
Yes.
5-0, Itawamba's on top, 2 outs in the first. I mean, it could have gone south in a hurry, but he came in and stabilized and did a great job to give his team a chance to get back in it. And if they win this one, no matter what happens, they owe him a lot. And Braden Ellis is the same way. Came in when it was 5-4, bases loaded, 2 outs, and here to the 2-0 count. And that could have gone south, and he's stabilized, only giving up 1 run in his 4 innings of relief. And now we get deeper into this one where every pitch becomes much larger. 0-2, and Sedell going to lay off that 1-2.
Well, right now, if you're a Pearl River fan watching back in the hotel or maybe back in Poplarville, you're liking this because it's a tie ball game. You're getting deeper in the game, so you know these teams are going to start running out of arms. And so that's what you want if you want to try to get to Enid.
Yeah, we do have some activity in that ICC bullpen. There's a breaking ball over, and Sedell couldn't come up with it. A swinging strikeout. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th, and now we'll see the first baseman, Justin Medlin.
Yeah, couldn't catch up with the hook that time. It was one of those that if he did square up on, he was going to send it quite far, but just couldn't quite find it. Good location. That breaking ball stayed up that time out of the zone.
Yeah, actually, one of the few times you'd like to maybe get a breaking ball that does get a little bit up. So Justin Medlin will step in there. Sent you a text up here about the grand slam he hit, and it may or may not have hit the Davis Event Center over there earlier. That was a bomb. And good for him. It's his first home run in a while.
Yeah.
10th home run of the season. And good to see him.
Yeah, ICC fans would love to see him get hot like he was in that East Central series where he hit 4 home runs.
Yeah.
Nearly hit for the cycle in home runs in that doubleheader.
Yeah, walked in last time up, which disappointing there. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. 0-2. And boy, Medlin didn't like that one bit. Just trying to.
And Justin's not a guy that's very vocal at the plate, so some frustrations are really starting to set in for the Indians.
Well, of course, as a pitcher, he kind of sees it from both sides. 0-2, and that one downstairs, 1-2.
Not a bad spot to miss that time, throwing one low. especially with a frustrated power hitter at the plate. See if you couldn't get him to chase one little throwaway pitch there.
Yeah, well, he's been susceptible to that, slider down and in, to swing over the top of it a lot. That's kind of been the out pitch if you're trying to get Medlin. Breaking pitch, there it is, swing and a miss. Medlin going to go down on strikes. Kirkpatrick will make the throw, and that will retire the side. Nothing for the Indians in the 7th. We remain 5-all. Top of the 8th coming. This is ICC Baseball on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Top of the 8th we go, tied at 5. And we're just talking about the relief pitchers, and Kevin Maloney doing our stats. Braden Ellis is back out there to start the 8th. So far tonight, his line, 4 1/3, 4 hits, a 1 run, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Jerry Couch, who came in relief for LSU Eunice, he went 5 1/3, 3 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk. So those two guys clearly doing a great job tonight out of the bullpen. And Ellis still out there, will face the top of the order. Ground ball right side, Medlin will throw to Ellis. What a play! No, he didn't get him out. And they'll say Rivertown beat it. The fact that that was close was incredible. I thought off the bat that was destined to be in the outfield. And we'll look at it on the replay, see if we can tell anything. Town can fly, the leadoff hitter for Eunice. And
I think if that's anybody else, it's for sure an out. Just the fact, as you said, it was impressive. If he throws it more on the rope, but the fact that he threw it accurately, spinning that crazy was impressive. But, just a bang-bang play. Unfortunately, goes against the Indians there.
So a leadoff runner aboard for the Bengals here in the top of the 8th. It'll be the number 2 hitter, Evan Keller. And Town 18 for 24 in stolen bases. Keller get a bunt, going to come right to Bunch. He'll look to second, throw to first. It comes out of the glove of Medlin. A throw over to third is not in time as Town gets there. And now
break,
the Bengals,
big break there for the Indians, Jeremy. The runner at first was celebrating the fact that he got on base, caused the error. Nobody covering second for the Indians. Krieger saw that, sprinted over there. The entire LSU dugout was telling him to run. Big break there. Indians would have seen the guy on second and third easily.
It'll be an error on Russell Bunch. It'll be the first error of the night. And now LSU Eunice has runners at the corners with nobody out. They'll have 3, 4, and 5 up. So this is where the Indians have got to be good now. So all of a sudden it's turned into a real pressure situation, and we'll see if Braden Ellis can limit the damage. He's going to face Jarrett McDonald. A couple of flyouts to LaBryant Siddell, also a strikeout tonight. And first pitch misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, right now after ICC, just a deep breath. Go after it right here and try to trust your defense, see if you can get some outs. And if you do give up a run, just keep it to a minimum here.
1 ball, no strikes. A little surprised Bunch even looked at second with how fast Rivertown is. And Sandroni is down after that swing, and he is on the ground. I think maybe the bat hit his arm, and Coach Collier going to come out here. While they do that, we'll step aside. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our priority. With a 20-to-1 student-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Apply online today at apply.iccms.edu and come be a part of our ICC family. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Back here at top of the 8th as Ray Sandroni seen him out, walked off at his own power. Bat, look at the replay, bat hit his left shoulder. And certainly won't speculate. They'll take him back there. Austin Powell's going to move from the DH spot to the catcher spot. Braden Ellis will stay in there, and we'll see what other changes may happen.
Yeah, and Jeremy, that's just tough. You know, Ray's a gamer. The kid wants to get out there and give everything he can to the team, especially him being a sophomore and knowing this might be the final night we see the Indians play. So, you know, that had not only the injury, but had to be heartbreaking for Ray to have to go out in that situation.
Yeah, he's been good all year. Of course, we talked about him. He's like his dad.
Yes.
You know, Todd Cedrone, who played defensive back in the SEC at Ole Miss, and you know, and you know, Ray's been good in being that, you know, game 2 catcher in those doubleheaders, and he's had a solid year. It was good tonight behind the plate, and you know, now Austin Powell, who caught all 9 innings in game 1, so he's gonna come in here in game 2. Certainly the starting catcher, but you know, catching 4 hours worth in the sun can't be easy, and so try to get back to baseball here. 1 ball and 1 strike with McDonald at the plate. Braden Ellis is still on the mound. Runners at the corners, no down here in the 8th, and a pitch on the inside corner there for a strike, 1 and 2.
Yeah, so a very interesting situation now. You get a catcher cold off the bench coming into the game. He tried to rush some warm-up tosses during the stoppage of action right there, so we'll see how Austin can do in this situation.
Chopped right side. It'll stay. With 2 strikes on the at bat to McDonald. Of course, Powell, the good thing is that he's not certainly a rookie. He's the starting catcher, so
and an Ole Miss guy.
Yeah, that helps. And side that hit him, and McDonald is going to go to first base. That will load the bases.
And Coach Carter's going to come out and ask if he didn't lean into that, and I don't think Coach Carter's going to hear much of a plea or get much of a ear from the home plate umpire on that one, but in this situation, if you're Coach Carter, you got to try and just see if you can get it overturned.
Yeah, see if you can at least just maybe ask what he saw and see if you could put any inkling of a doubt in there. Home plate umpire didn't budge, so bases are loaded, nobody out It's Tristan Welch, the designated hitter, who stands in and hitting over 370 on the season. Chance to give his team the lead. Infield's going to come in to cut down the run at third base. Rivertown, of course, with one out, the middle infield will be back for double play, but no outs. They got to come in here, try to cut that run down. The good thing is it's a force play, so you don't have to apply the tag if you can get the ball to home plate. 0-1. Breaking ball misses 1-1.
Yeah, right now, if you're LSU, you just got to go after him here. Don't try to finesse it. Just get it down there and hope that he gets a ground ball either the second or the shortstop in this situation and see if he can get that force out.
Yeah, you got to try to see if you can maybe get him to roll over. Breaking ball, I think that's why we're seeing the slider away. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1, grounded left side, foul, and boy, it worked out, for ICC really in 2 ways. One, that was a pitch that would have been ball 3, and 2, obviously it was foul. And Coach Collier going to check and see how many mound visits he's got before he has to take out Braden Ellis, and he'll be able to go out there and make the mound visit without having to take Ellis out. Can't see anybody down there throwing for the Indians. I don't believe there is.
I don't think so. I think this might be one of those visits to kind of come in and get everybody on the same page, talk to his pitcher here and say, hey, this is where we need to throw the ball so we can get these type of pitches or these type of ground balls that we're looking for in this situation. So maybe more, instead of a mound visit, just kind of a refocus visit here.
Yeah, because you're right. If it comes to you, you go home. No question about it. You got to cut that run down, and then you'll deal with what happens after that. With a 2-ball, 2-strike count, this is no doubt Ellis is thinking strikeout. Now, I think you're going to see a pitch called with the intention of getting a strikeout. If you get the ground balls you force out, that's great, obviously, or a pop out or whatever. But you need strikeout would be ideal here if you're Ellis and the Indians, and if you're Tristan Welch, infield in, you're trying to find a hole. The old baseball adage, you can raise a batting average by 100 every time the infield comes in. Well, if that's the case, Welch is hitting about 470. How well he has played this year. The 2-2 popped him up left side. This is exactly what the Indians needed. Siddell's going to come in. It's going to be Coker, and he can't grab it. He'll throw to third base. Bunch can't have it. Everybody is safe. Rivertown scores. It's 6-5 LSU Eunice.
Well, the only place you could have got a pop-up right there if you're the Indians that you didn't want to get. And that time again, I think that should be a LeBron Siddell ball.
Yeah, it's so tough for Coker to go back. You're thinking, it popped up, hung there long enough for Siddell to come in and make that catch and then throw it in. I mean, Rivertown can really run, but I don't think he's chasing and going to be running on that. And boy, I thought that was the perfect situation for the Indians. The ball carried a little bit more than I thought, and it looks like Colin Krieger is fixing to come in and pitch for ICC, and that will be it for Braden Ellis. And boy, a couple of plays that go the opposite way for him in this inning, and this is such a different inning. And so I think Ellis may stand and play second.
He is.
And Krieger is going to come to the mound, and while he throws some warm-up tosses, we'll step aside. 6-5 Bengals in the 8th on ICC TV.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Top of the 8th, 6-5 is your score. LSU Eunice Bases loaded, still nobody out. It'll be Kyle Krieger. 22nd appearance on the year, 5-2. Leads the teams with 5 saves. 33 1/3 innings pitched, 33 hits, 11 runs, 9 earned, 10 walks, 27 strikeouts, 2.43 ERA. Same scenario as Ellis, who stays in the game and will play second. Is Slate Fuller to the plate, first baseman. Same thing for Itawamba here. Catch it, throw home, cut that run down. So Bengals got a run in the 6th to tie it at 5, a run in the 7th. Pitch inside, and misses inside for ball 1. Fly ball into right field. Domino is going to move over. He will catch it, and he will try to fire to the plate, and it's not in time as Evan Keller will score. Sacrifice fly for LSU Eunice and Slate Fuller, and it's now 7-5 Bengals.
Well, let's give credit where credit's due. LSU Eunice has come up with the hits when they need them. That was a great job that time getting the fly ball deep right field. You knew with a guy like Domino out there in right field, he had a strong enough arm to get it in, but it was deep enough that he just zipped it down there and just beat it out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Evan Keller can really run. He's only 43 of 49 in stolen bases this year.
Yeah.
You know, so, and he's leads the team by more than 20 stolen bases. This LSU Eunice team has 182 stolen bases.
That's what you're saying is a little bit faster than me.
and me.
Majority of the people in here except maybe Lane, Domino.
Yeah, right. And that'd be a really good race to see, you know, maybe throw Jackson Lancaster in there as well. So 1 out. Runners, and they're going to try to go with the squeeze. The ball gets away from Austin Powell, and the wild pitch is going to bring McDonald home. And it's going to be 8-5 Eunice, 3 runs in, and that is going to move a runner into scoring position as Nick Bellina
just picked the right time to call the squeeze play. Unfortunately for the Indians, he was already in motion. I think he still would have scored because the ball hit the back part of the cushions here in front of us and just kind of died that time.
Yeah, that wild pitch kind of doomed everything. So 8 runs for LSU Eunice. They've got another one out there at second base in the form of Tristan Welch. And we'll see if Krieger can minimize at this point. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Bellina, terrific hitter. And I would have been surprised, to squeeze again with Bellina with how well he hits. But it worked out for the Bengals. Now for the Indians, just got to limit the damage and keep it where it is. A 1-1. Swing and a miss. Really good slider there by Krieger.
Yeah, healthy chop that time. Good location on the pitch. Just couldn't quite square it up. And you heard the ball in the dirt kind of popped up and caught Austin Powell in the chest. Good job of keeping that one in front of him as well.
Now, again, strikeout time to get to 2 strikes. Need 1 here. And a good job by Slate Fuller. We talked about getting to 2-2, trying to get a strikeout. He was able to get a fly ball to the outfield. Time is called. So the Indians need some clutch pitching from Kyle Krieger here. Need to get the bats going. Itawamba just 3 hits since the first inning. Throw behind, and Welch is back safely.
Yeah, just seeing if you might catch him kind of cheat a little bit at that time and just pitched around it. And good job getting back, beating that throw, just trying to keep him a bit more honest over there.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Breaking ball, popped him up, but it'll be out of play, 1-2.
Jeremy, good crowd still sticking out here at Crescent Field, and as you guys said, it's been a great, amazing atmosphere, amazing crowd throughout all these games, and number 1, number 2 team in the country facing off right now in the elimination game just tells you just how good this tournament's been.
It really does, because last night it was really kind of special, packed, not a seat to be had. Gorgeous atmosphere. night game. Indians played well, 5-2. It was a well-played game, too. It wasn't, weren't a lot of mistakes. There weren't a lot of pitches that.
It was the number 1, number 2 team in the country.
Yeah, it really was. It was good, and this game's been good too. I mean, look at the scoreboard, 1 error, and it's 8-5, but it's it's been an entertaining game. We have some good pitching at times, good hitting at times, some really good defensive plays, situational baseball as well. 2 really good teams, and right now LSU Eunice just made 1 or 2 more plays, but still some time left. And a strike 3 called on the outside corner. There's the Renaissance Bank strikeout for Kyle Krieger. Renaissance Bank, understanding you, renaissancebank.com, member FDIC, 2 down in the 8th.
Big pitch there for Krieger to get that second out now. Indians defense can kind of loosen up a little bit, see if they can get a little routine play, get out of this inning and see if they can minimize the damage, maybe get in the bottom half of the inning and fire up those bats.
It'll be Hunter Tabb, the third baseman, who will step in. And pitch, that one behind Tabb as Krieger trying to get the breaking ball over.
I'll tell you one thing, that almost hit his bat.
It did. It did.
One of those I'm sure the coach would use as a coaching moment, saying, look, put that thing down if it's behind your back.
Turn your back, put the bat down. 1 ball, no strikes. High fly ball to right field. Lane Domino is there and will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Good job by Kyle Krieger, but not before 3 runs in the frame give the LSU Eunice Bengals an 8-5 lead. Indians have 6 outs to work with. We're back after this, so let's go ICCTV.com.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
Bottom of the 8th, 8-5 your score. LSU Eunice on top. Defensive change for the Bengals in center field. Bryn Falk, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore out of Abbeville, Louisiana, will play center field now. They'll move Rivertown, the starting center fielder, to right field. So Nick Molina, the right fielder, out of the game. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Indians. Brett Coker, Austin Powell, Lane Domino to face Jacob Hammond. Indians 6 outs to work with to save their season. Elimination game for both of these clubs. Winner gets Pearl River tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the region championship game. Should Pearl River win that one, tournament's over, they will go to the World Series. If Pearl River loses, there will be an if necessary game on Sunday for all the marbles. So still got a lot of good baseball left, and Hammond starts with a first pitch fastball down the middle, 0-1.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you can get to that Sunday game, you can start getting some of the game 1 starters back into the mix, and that can really shake things up.
Coker takes the high fastball and fouls that back, 0-2. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, LSU Eunice, they're 2 starters, Dane Dixon and Andrew Sheridan. I mean, they're combined 24-1. Both have ERAs under 2.
Yep.
And if they can get Dixon back, they'll have a chance. As Coker does a good job, foul that slider off. Really good slider there by Hammond.
And you talk about this Eunice team. I mean, they went wire to wire, number 1 in the season. Did not drop out that number 1 spot, and there's a reason for that.
They're 50-7. That's why.
Yeah. And here's the thing: they're kind of like ICC and the rest of the MACJC. They don't play any slouches, and so that 50-7 is a legit 50-7.
Chopper, Evan Keller able to glove it and throw out Brett Coker. One down here in the 8th. Yeah, you're right. They're not playing, just anybody. They're going out scheduling some people, and they've always been one of the better JUCOs in the country. And we joke about how much they look like LSU, but I mean, you go back through the 90s, 2000s. There are a lot of these LSU Eunice players that played at LSU, and so it makes a lot of sense. And
well, I remember one year, wasn't the last year when we went down there, but the previous year, I think it was 6 or 7 years ago, when we went to LSU Eunice for the region tournament, we jokingly said, hey, they got an all-SEC team, and the first team we played, all 9 players on the field had signed with the SEC
Yeah, Stuart
school.
Turner was on that team, played at Ole Miss in the major leagues, and they've had some LSU players and some Mississippi State players that have gone on, and it's been terrific. And, boy, Hammond not messing around, 0-2 ahead to Austin Powell, who has moved to that catcher spot. And, boy, Indians got to get something going here. Need a base runner. Only 3 hits since the first. That pitch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, they're not a bad throwaway pitch that time. See if you can get him to chase one. Good eye that time by Powell.
Yeah, Austin's been susceptible to that slider down and away, too. See if he goes with that. That's what he did. And good job there by Powell to lay off of it. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Borderline pitch and a gamble there to hold off on it, but as you said, it dipped down a little too soon.
Austin trying to be a 1-out base runner for ICC. Fastball, fouled it off. Boy, Hammond, there's a little extra velocity on some of those fastballs here late.
We talked about that infield base hit by Domino early, that 1-2. Well, that was a little 1-2 strike pitch.
That's right.
And a good job at that time by Powell to find a piece of it and foul it off to keep the at-bat alive.
We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one downstairs, 3-2. Good at bat here by Austin Powell. He's at least worked the count full.
Just got to find a way. That's all you can do right now if you're the Indians.
The full count pitch. Ball 4, terrific at bat by Austin Powell. Got down 0-2. Looked like Hammond was going to cruise through it, and Powell works out a walk, and that will get Lane Domino to the plate.
Number 9, Lane
Domino reached on an infield single his last time, got to third, but Indians couldn't quite bring him in. And I don't see any action in that LSU Eunice bullpen down there. And you got a better angle than I do.
They got a couple of guys down there, like kind of soft tossing just in case. Nothing rushing to get busy, but they did have a couple of guys down there throwing.
Well, you look at, obviously, their bullpen as Lane Domino takes that first pitch downstairs. It's Landon Clifton, who's got 7 saves on the season, 1.65 ERA. If he comes in the game, he pitched in the 9th inning against Gulf Coast when they won 9-6.
Yeah, and that's an advantage to LSU Eunice when they don't have the same kind of standards that the MACJC has. So their pitching staff, their team is built for the if games, the elimination games. That way they've got a few extra arms that can go out there and battle through and see if they can find. That's just a good job by the recruiting, the coaching of LSU Eunice to use that to their advantage. And, you look at it, you got a very good pitcher on the mound. We've seen 3 good pitchers in this game so far for Eunice, and it's worked.
Yeah, it has. They do it all the way around, no question about it. And so Landon Clifton, the guy that would probably come in late if they are in a bind. They'll stick with Hammond right now, and he'll hammer a fastball on the outside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, I really don't see them switching from Hammond unless they just get in a big-time jam in this situation. Want to save as many arms as they can for these next 1, maybe even 2 days.
Number 7 hitter, Domino, and that one fouled right back to us. And, boy, that, again, you can tell sitting down here how close it is, the velocity, and Domino just got a piece of it, and that ball had some spin on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, got to protect the plate here and find a way. Just find a way if you're an Indian.
Breaking ball, chopped foul. Good job by Domino to stay alive. Russell Bunch on deck, and then we'll see after that.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch by Hammond. He's went low fastball, came up that time, a little off speed. And as you said, Jeremy, good job by Domino just to find a piece of it to keep this at-bat alive.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball outside, 2-2. The other thing, too, obviously, just be a tough 2-strike hitter. pitchers will get frustrated out there. Then they would make a good pitch on 1-2 and you foul it off, and that obviously can frustrate them, and maybe they overthrow and maybe they miss, and now you work it, counts even. The 2-2 coming to Lane Domino. Hanging around. Fouls that one back to the screen.
Battle, battle, battle. That's what you always hear in the game of baseball, and find a way to win that battle. And Domino, you would love to see him get on the bases with Russell Bunch on deck with one out here. So right now, if you're the Indians, you're trailing by 3, need base runners, just keep battling him. Domino, just see if he can find a way to win it here.
Yeah, Lane tabbed the third baseman, played it on the grass, and so anything gets past him, going to the outfield for sure, and pitch low and inside. If Kirkpatrick holds on to it, that might be a little closer, but once he dropped it, kind of gave the home plate umpire an excuse to say ball 3. So full count with 1 down. Powell, a catcher, probably not going to be running here. Domino trying to get on base, bring the tying run to the plate. The 3-2, fouled it off, and we will do it again. And boy, the at-bat of the tournament so far, considering the stakes, and a good one here between Jacob Hammond of LSU Eunice and Lane Domino of ICC.
Yeah, high drama here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Indians down by 3. Domino can find a way on. You got a guy with some power on deck in Russell Bunch that could possibly come up and have a big-time hit there for the Indians. There is one out now in the bottom of the 8th.
Powell at first. Full count pitch again. Inside, strike 3 called. He gets Domino looking. Lane didn't like it, and you let the home plate umpire know about it, and boy, that's a big strikeout for Hammond, 2 away.
And now Domino, I think, just got ejected maybe. He did. And so Domino gets tossed in that situation. All right, I can understand that situation there, but Domino said his piece. The umpire barked back at him. If you're the umpire and you bark back at a player, you got to let it go in that situation, especially in this situation here right now. And Coach Collier is going to come down, and Domino was actually already back in the dugout before he threw him out in that situation. So a big time play there, and now Rick is going to get in the ear of the home plate umpire in this situation as well. So you got to be careful, you're Rick, and you don't want to get ran here either.
Yeah, that would be, we've already seen that happen once in the tournament. Jones, coach, player ejected for arguing balls and strikes, and
again, that's where my issue comes with it right now, is the simple fact that the umpire barked back at Lane Domino. If the umpire sits there, says nothing, and Domino continues to talk, then yes, throw him out. But if you're going to bark back at the player in that situation, kids that are 17, 18, 19 years old, you're going to get that reply from a player. So you just got to let that go.
Yeah, you are, and that really hurts there, because now you got to replace a right fielder, a guy that's a really good hitter, and Coach Collier still going to get his point across. And now Coach Collier's been tossed. You talked about it,
and he gave him plenty of a leash, and Rick
did.
And Rick's going to continue this one here. And now that Rick's been tossed, he's going to get his money's worth. And let's give credit to the third base umpire. He's got in this situation and got between them. He actually shoved the home plate umpire away from Rick because the home plate umpire was not moving away from him. He was going to stay in there. And so Coach Collier, now Lane Domino, both getting the exit here. And, man, things are just coming apart at the seams for the Indians.
Yeah, and obviously, we talked about what a battle that was in the plate between Lane Domino and Jacob Hammond. And then you get a pitch on the inside corner called strike 3, and all of a sudden, you get the second out of the inning, and then Lane Domino gets ejected. Now Coach Collier gets ejected, and
again, you just go back. I have no problem if Lane does that without the umpire barking back at him. The umpire bark back at a player, you're automatically going to get that bark back. That's where my issue with it is. And then I understand the frustrations of Coach Collier as well in that situation. It's a big-time situation, a big-time game. Let the kids figure it out here. So tough break there for the Indians. So now Coach Ernest will have to move over to third base in this situation.
And I think that's going to be Jonathan Weeks, who pitched in game 1. Is going to coach first over there. Big spot for him. in an elimination game.
Hey, I'm going to say this, though. Jonathan Weeks has an amazing baseball IQ. We talked to him at lunch. He sends us text messages about this situation, that situation. So even though he's a player, you got a kid out there that's pretty sharp when it comes to the game of baseball.
Yeah, he did a good job pitching in game 1 against Pearl River, too. So going to coach over there at first base. And got Austin Powell at first. Now Russell Bunch going to step in. And Eunice got to find something here that still got a chance, still got 4 outs to work with. And that pitch in there for a called strike, 0-2. And now Russell just got himself tossed. And, boy, this is really kind of getting nuts now. And
yeah,
Russell's got to back up. Russell's got to back up. Take the bat out of your hands. You've got to back up. There you go. Take the bat. That's fine. You can't point the bat at the umpire at that point.
Yeah, and that's frustrations there for sure. And now they're going to try to come out and get Coach Ernest to back up as well. Ernest has been mad all night. It's 2. And now, Jeremy, this is when things are, as you said, getting ridiculous. The home plate umpire chip on his shoulder in this case now. Well, Russell didn't say anything that hasn't been said all night by anybody else to get ran on.
You're right.
Granted, it's coming after that double toss last time.
Yeah.
But
I think that what hurt Russell, too, was he stopped and talked, and, you read lips, and, and I think that's kind of the issue.
Yeah.
And boy, my fear was that, I just can't take the bat out of your hands, can't point the bat. You got a weapon there.
Now, if the toss would have came after that, no problem with that. But the toss was already before, and Russell didn't really say a whole lot after that. So now ICC fans are starting to get upset in this situation. And so now in this situation, we're going to have to kind of get some security to kind of calm a few people down as well.
Yeah, Hayden Palmer's going to grab a bat and step in there. So Russell Bunch ejected, so you got to find a new right fielder, new third baseman.
Kevin Maloney, who's keeping stats right now, saying here's a little FYI. The home plate umpire has not called a game all tournament long. This is his first tournament game to call.
Yeah, an elimination game between the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country.
A little too big for your first game to be called here.
Yeah, Hayden Palmer, 0-2. Now Jacob Hammond trying to get out of it, and swing and a miss. He got a fastball right by him. That will end the inning, and we will go to the 9th. 8-5 is your score, and LSU Eunice 3 outs away from meeting Pearl River tomorrow. We'll step aside. This is Let's Go ICCTV.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza. Top of the 9th we go, 8-5 your score. LSU Eunice looking to add some insurance runs. Kyle Krieger on the mound needs to keep the Bengals where they are and then give the Indians a chance in the 9th. You look ahead, it'll be 9-1-2 for ICC in the 9th inning, so they'll have the guys up that they want. First, they got to get 3 outs. It'll be 8-9-1. Austin Kirkpatrick, Javier Vaz, and Rivertown for LSU Eunice. And the umpires probably making sure they understand where everybody is. You got Hayden Palmer's going to play third. And new right fielder out there after Lane Domino was ejected. Hayden Palmer was ejected. And now Coach Ernest having a conversation. And Russell Bunch, they're trying to get Russell away from the dugout. So that's the holdup here in before we start the top of the 9th. So Kyle Krieger will try and keep LSU Eunice where they are. First pitch is in there for a called strike. 0-1. High for ball one. Kirkpatrick, as I mentioned earlier, probably the biggest hit for LSU Eunice in the tournament. A grand slam in day one against Northwest that gave them a 7-5 lead that they would not relinquish. He's been good in this tournament. Breaking ball, and that one in there for a called strike. All right. Strike zone's kind of moving all over the place. And Kirkpatrick down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one will stay in the dirt, 2-2. Elimination game. Loser is done for the year. Winner will meet Pearl River tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock in the championship game. 2-2. And Kirkpatrick will send this one behind the LSU Eunice dugout. Two balls and 2 strikes. And this one chopped left side. Palmer enters and can't glove it. Would have been a tough play, but just didn't field it. That'll go as an E5 on Palmer, who normally plays first base whenever Justin Medlin is pitching. And he had to come in and enter third base after Russell Bunch was ejected. So a leadoff runner for LSU Eunice. It's the catcher, Austin Kirkpatrick. And now we'll see Javier Vaz, the starting second baseman, who will step to the plate. And LSU Eunice just trying to get some insurance any way they can. Got a 3-spot in the 8th inning. Did it with the top of the order. Vaz will bunt. It'll be right to Palmer. Tough play. He'll scoop. He'll throw to first. And Vaz will beat it out. Even a great throw is not going to get Vaz. He's got too much speed. And that's an infield single. The 9th hit for LSU Eunice, and the Bengals have runners at first and second, nobody down. So the top of the order, Rivertown will step in. He led off the 8th inning with an infield single. It was a terrific play by Justin Medlin to go into the 4-hole and glove it and spin and try to lead Braden Ellis to the bag. Everything was good for the Indians. Town just can really run, and now the ball gets off the glove of Austin Powell, and both runners will move up on the pass ball 90 feet. Second and third, nobody down. And the wheels kind of coming off here for the Indians. Obviously, a lot of drama at the bottom of the 8th inning. All changed on that 3-2 at bat with Lane Domino. He's up getting a called third strike on the inside corner. Domino argued, umpire threw him out. Then Coach Collier argued for a long time. He was tossed. Russell Bunch, the batter, came up. He got down in the count 0-2. He got tossed for arguing balls and strikes. And pitch in the dirt, and now Rivertown can be awfully selective. Infield in for the Indians. And this one ripped into the right center field gap. It's got a chance. It's going to one-hop the wall. Both runs are going to come around to score. Town's going to try for 3. Here comes the relay. It's not in time. It's a 2 RBI triple by Rivertown, and LSU Eunice takes a 10-5 lead. Boy, that ball was absolutely hammered. Krieger just had to come with something. Got behind in the count. Town simply did not miss it. 10th hit for the Bengals. And now Evan Keller will step to the plate. The number 2 hitter in the lineup. He rips it third base side. That'll be for extra bases. Town will score. Keller will head to second base. And it's an RBI double, and LSU Eunice makes it 11-5. Third run in, and still nobody out. Now, we talked about this team and all their ability to hit and 1 through 9, and this was a 5-5 game going to the top of the 8th. LSU Eunice had the top of the order up, and they have just been able to make the plays, show you all the talent and why they're the #1 team in the country. And now McDonald will grab a bat, and he will try to square around, takes that high for ball 1. And that pitch down in the dirt get blocked by Austin Powell. 2 balls and no strikes, and LSU Eunice added 3 insurance runs in the inning. McDonald going to try and bunt, and a little surprised by this, 2-0. He hits .375, and I know you want to get more in runs, but the way you're hitting the cover off the ball and the way McDonald can swing it, a little surprised they're trying to square around and bunt here. 2-1. That pitch low for ball 3. And now home plate umpire looking at the ICC dugout, trying to tell basically the entire team to stop chirping. And it'll be a 3-ball, 1-strike count. We'll see if McDonald, he does square around. He'll bunt at third base side. It'll be fielded there by Krieger. He'll throw to first in time for the out. So that will move Keller over to third base, and McDonald does his job. So LSU Eunice 90 feet away from adding their 4th run of the 9th. That will bring up Tristan Welch, who started the night is the DH spot. And he'll stay there. Nick Molina got the start in right field. They'll swap what they've normally had as that ball gets away a little bit. Powell's going to throw down to third, and they got Keller as he went way too far off the third base bag, and a base running mistake there by the shortstop, and a great throw by Powell. Good job by Palmer to get over there. 2 away in the inning, and at least save 1 run, and Indians can at least maybe just kind of relax for a tad bit. 1 ball, no strike to Welch. And that one, 2 balls and no strikes, and that right there, an idea of how big that was. That would have been an easy run scored by Keller with his speed from third. So base running blunder does cost him a run. 2 balls, no strikes. And that pitch inside, 3-0. And that may be it for Krieger. So Dylan Ernest going to go out there. And that may be it for Krieger. And I would imagine he will move back to second base. Look ahead to the ninth for the Indians. It will be 9-1-2. So you want to keep Krieger in there, the leadoff spot, so he can bat. They'll leave him in, though. Well, or maybe they say that's the last mound visit, so he's got to. He's got to go. So Krieger won't be able to finish this at bat. ICC will have to make a pitching change. You get so many mound visits before you have to start taking pitchers out regardless. And we're going to see Grant Johnson, number 26, and Krieger is going to come out. So Braden Ellis is going to stay in the game at second base. I thought maybe Krieger would stay in. He would be due up second as the leadoff hitter. So it'll be Grant Johnson, the sophomore from Smithville High School, who will inherit this 2-0 count, try to get the last out of the contest. And for Grant, making his 6th appearance of the year, 5 1/3, 8 hits, 11 runs, 11 earned, 11 walks, 6 strikeouts, 18.56 ERA. And it'll be Tristan Welch that he will deal with at the plate. 3 runs in already, nobody on base. And the Indians just reached about, I think, as far as they can go from a pitching standpoint. I don't think anybody else, unless we see a 6-run ninth, and probably going to be Jackson Lancaster at that point. Unless that's the case, it'll be Grant Johnson. They've thrown pretty much in this tournament. Thrown Houston Harding, Justin Medlin, Austin King, Hunter Hughes, Kyle Krieger, Jackson Lancaster, David Rowland, Tyler Smith, Braden Ellis, Jonathan Weeks, and now Grant Johnson. The only also throwing Kylan Carter. So basically throwing everybody that has thrown all year in the tournament has gotten a chance to pitch here in the region tournament. So a 2-0 count, and Johnson going to come in, and that first pitch is high. It was a 3-0 count, so ball 4. And that will be a new batter. We got a pinch runner over there at first base. As Tristan Welch's night is done, the DH. It'll be Slate Fuller who will step in and bat. Pitch inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up behind us, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one fouled back as well. We'll do it again, 1 and 2. There goes the runner, and it'll get past Powell. And another stolen base for LSU Eunice on the season. 183. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is high, 3 and 2. If Fuller can reach, would be Nick Bellina, but he was substituted. He'll be a pinch hitter, and Slate Fuller will draw the walk. First and second, 2 down. And we'll get Bryn Falk, who entered in the last inning. And Falk on the season. 210 average, no home runs, 20 runs batted in, a 375 on base percentage. In there for defensive purposes, can really run as well. He's got 10 stolen bases. And he's hit. So that will load the bases, and Indians having a tough time getting that third out. So that will bring up the third baseman, Hunter Tabb. He's been hit by a pitch tonight. Outside for ball one, and Johnson struggling to find out. An elusive third out to get the Indians back in the dugout. And that one fouled right back to the screen. And it'll be 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. This one hammered into left field. Siddell won't be able to get it. It'll one hop the wall. One run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. That's going to clear the bases. A 3 RBI double. And it's now 14-5, and a 6 spot has been put up by the Bengals here in the 9th. Well, LSU Eunice, the #1 team in the country, 50-7, and they have scored 9 runs in the last 2 innings. This was a really tight, well-played 5-5 game going to the 8th, and the Bengals just made some plays in the top of the 8th with that top of the order, and they got some key hits, and they have really done a good job taking some momentum. It was Austin Kirkpatrick that was about to step to the plate, but I think we're going to get a pinch hitter for him. So we'll finally get pinch hitter Brooks Rushworth. 6'3", 210-pound freshman from Sterlington, Louisiana. And Rushworth hitting .284 on the year, 4 home runs, 20 runs batted in, a .422 on base percentage. And he's got 20 stolen bases. I beg your pardon, look at the strikeouts. 3 stolen bases. Does have 4 home runs, 20 runs batted in. And happy Sunday morning. It's 12:01 here in Fulton. Glad that you spend your Sunday morning with us. Saturday morning feels like Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. Been here a long time. 0-2 to Rushworth, and you'll take that one downstairs 1-2. Day started at 11:58 with LSU Eunice and Gulf Coast. Bengals won that one 9-6. Then we got Pearl River and ICC in the winners bracket game. Wildcats won that 21-13, and it's 14-5 here. And a swing and a miss that will end the inning, but not before 6 runs come across. LSU Eunice 3 outs away from meeting Pearl River for a championship tomorrow. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Man, these Red Bull slushes are invigorating, right?
I know it, man. I'm feeling confident, feeling pumped. I want to jump this thing.
I don't know if that's such a good idea, TJ.
No, man, I need help. Can we jump this thing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Rush in for Sonic's new Red Bull slushes, half price during happy hour.
Bacon, Swiss cheese, juicy chicken on a King's Hawaiian bun.
Oh, what else is it saying?
It's saying you still owe me that $30.
Hang up!
Hurry into Sonic for the King's Hawaiian Chicken or Burger Club and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Itawamba Community College is now offering 3-day weekends. You can be one of the first to take advantage of a compact course schedule with a majority of classes offered Monday through Thursday. Let us customize your education to fit your needs. Become a part of the ICC family and apply today at apply.iccms.edu. ICC, the best start here.
Bottom of the ninth here at Roy Crescent Field. Last chance for the Indians in 2019. They need 9 runs to keep it going. 10 would win it. New pitcher for LSU Eunice, number 9, Gage Trahan. Right-handed sophomore, 5'11", 159 out of Maurice, Louisiana. And on the year, Trahan making his 13th appearance. He's got 1 save. 16 innings pitched, 12 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, 23 strikeouts. He has a 3.38 ERA. And he will face 9-1-2. It'll be Braden Ellis. And Jacob Hall has grabbed a bat. He will hit for Kyle Krieger. And Jackson Lancaster is due up third. So Ellis, who was really good on the mound tonight in relief, will step in there. He takes a called strike from Trahan, 0-1. And that pitch downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chopped foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2, breaking ball, beautifully done. Got him looking. 1 down here on a backbreaker breaking ball. We'll bring up Jacob Hall, I should say, will step to the plate. First time he'll bat tonight. Jacob, a 300 hitter all year. Swings through that fastball, 0-1. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball down the right field line, foul, will head into the parking lot and hop around. I think it's hit anybody's vehicle. Nobody said anything. Breaking ball, boy, that was a good one. It just missed. Reed Babin, number 32, the new catcher for LSU Eunice, 6'1", 190-pound freshman. Another Louisiana kid on the roster. And that one upstairs, 3-2. All trying to be a 1-out base runner for the Indians, and he will be as he draws a full count walk. And that will bring us to Jackson Lancaster. $11 for 18 in the region tournament for Lancaster, which is just unbelievable. And that's with recording a couple of outs here. And a terrific season Lancaster has had. And he'll take that first pitch upstairs for ball one. Got the save Wednesday night against Gulf Coast and has just been on a tear since. It came into the region tournament hitting .350. Will go up tremendously. And that pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. Going to play for the Missouri Tigers next year. And they got an absolute steal. You heard Adam and I talking about it earlier. No doubt he will be in that lineup early and probably will be a starter in Columbia from day one. Trying to have a good maybe last at bat here at ICC. Is that one inside for ball 3, making himself a free pass to first base. (14-5) your score, bottom of the 9th. 1 down here. LSU Eunice 2 outs away from clinching a spot into the Region 23 Tournament Championship game tomorrow against Pearl River. Now they would have to beat Pearl River twice. Once tomorrow and then the if necessary game on Sunday. And pitch in there for a called strike, 3-1. Ground ball, base hit through the right side. And if that is the last at bat for Jackson Lancaster, appropriate that he would get a base hit. 9th hit of the day for the Indians, just the 4th though since the first inning. And we'll get a quick mail visit by Jeff Willis to try to settle down Gage Trade. He's got a 9-run lead, so obviously been a while before you'd really panic, but just try to keep him sharp. Certainly don't want to have to bring somebody else in just to finish this thing out. They need all the pitching they can get. So LeBryant Siddell will step in. Got 3 home runs on the year. Going to play at Mississippi College. And that pitch upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him. Fastball misses downstairs, 3-1. 10 after midnight here on a Saturday morning. 3-1. And that pitch inside, ball 4. So the bases are loaded. Justin Medlin will step in, and that could be it for Trahan. Well, they're at least going to get some action in the bullpen and try to get whoever it is ready. As it's a 9-run lead, but again, get a couple of base hits, and all of a sudden it could become a 4 or 5-run game. Get bases loaded, grand slam comes into play. Breaking ball stays high. The 1-0, High fly ball into right field. Park's going to hold it. Rivertown is over. He'll make the catch. And Hall will tag. It'll be an RBI for Medlin as Lancaster gets to third. 14-6 your score. So Justin Medlin able to ride, a few feet shy of a grand slam. And now we'll see Brett Coker. Runners at the corners. Indians out of their last out. Coker shoots it down the right field line. Foul. Brett, a terrific freshman season. Came into today hitting .359. Breaking ball. Maybe high, 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Pops back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and now LSU Eunice a strike away from eliminating the #1 seed in the Region 23 tournament. Brett Coker trying to keep the inning alive, keep the season alive just for one more batter. LSU Eunice trying to finish it here. Coker, line drive, base hit back up the middle. RBI single for Brett, drives in Jackson Lancaster, and it'll make it 14-7. Got a breaking ball over hard of the plate, hammered it right back up the middle. So 2 in for the Indians here in the ninth. And 6th spot in the ninth inning looks a little larger now. Still got to get a few more of those hits for the Indians before it starts to get a little tight for LSU Eunice. The Austin Powell started this game at the designated hitter spot, moved to the catcher spot when Ray Sandroni suffered an injury. Powell an RBI earlier, shoots this one to right field. Rivertown is there. He will squeeze it, and that will do it. The LSU Eunice Bengals have knocked off and eliminated the ICC Indians by a final score of 14-7. Eunice improves to 51-7 on the year. ICC ends their year at 41-8-1, and the #1 team in the tournament eliminated today. A couple of tough losses, 21-13 to Pearl River and 14-7 to LSU Eunice. This was a really good game, 5-5 going into the 8th inning. Bengals just made some really big plays and then got the big 6-run inning in the 9th, and that finished everything. So a terrific year by ICC, a state championship, and got themselves the #1 seed in the region tournament, won the first couple of games, and then just ran into a buzzsaw today against Pearl River and LSU Eunice. We'll step aside, enter our Renaissance Bank post-game report, wrap everything up from here in Fulton. LSU Eunice the winner tonight, 14-7. We're back after this on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
At Itawamba Community College, your education is our priority. With a 20-to-1 student-teacher ratio, you will get the help that you need from your instructors. With 3 locations in Fulton, Tupelo, and Belden, ICC offers classes that will prepare you to enter almost any job field of your choice. Apply online today at apply.iccms.edu and come be a part of our ICC family. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza. Welcome back to the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Jeremy Kennedy with you. 14-7 is your final. LSU Eunice has eliminated ICC. Indians finish 41-8-1 on the season. LSU Eunice improves to 51-7. They will play Pearl River tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock in the region championship game. If Pearl River wins it, tournament is over and they go to the World Series. If LSU Eunice wins it, we will have a winner-take-all Sunday game for a trip to Enid, Oklahoma. And, boy, for Itawamba, just a terrific year all year long. Played their 50th game tonight. Only lost 8 times. Won the state championship in the regular season for the first time in 10 years. Got themselves the 1 seed in the region tournament and won their first 2 games against Gulf Coast, 8-7, and LSU Eunice 5-2 last night. But just unfortunately ran up against a couple of really good teams in the pitching. Just didn't quite get it done today. We'll take a look at our Sonic and Fulton star of the game. And, boy, stop me if you heard this before, but got to go with Jackson Lancaster. He's 3 for 5. A couple of runs scored tonight. Indians had 10 hits. And he ends up, I think, probably being the Sonic of Fulton star of the game. And, boy, 5-5 going into the 8th inning. And then just LSU Eunice made some plays. And, of course, the bottom of the 8th. Kind of got out of control there with the ejections. But Lancaster was terrific, and he finished 12 hits in the tournament in 19 at-bats, which is just insane to think about. He also got a save there in game number 1 against Gulf Coast. And Adam's going to grab a headset, join me here as he had to step aside and do some of those SID duties.
Game official duties coming into play there.
Yeah, there you go. 14-7. So Jackson Lancaster, the Sonic and Fulton star of the game, 3 for 5 with a couple of runs scored. And look at the Little Caesars stats. Kyler Krieger 1 for 4 with a run scored. LeBryant Siddell 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Justin Medlin 2 for 4 with 2 RBI and a run scored. Brett Coker 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Lane Domino went 1 for 4 as well. Russell Bunch 1 for 1 with an RBI. And obviously, really tough. And you understand, you've been with them obviously all season long. You've seen them play a lot, and you knew coming in this year it was going to be a good team. And unfortunately, just fell short today.
Yeah, and you run into that this time of year, and it's the unfortunate part of for at least every team except one. Because you're eventually going to hit that point in the season where you lose. And, you and I talked at the beginning of the season, how's baseball going to be? I said, this is a team that has a chance to do something special. And they did something really special this season. Won the state championship, made some great memories. You do hate to see it end this way for the Indians. But as we said, unfortunately all good things eventually have to come to an end. And that was the case tonight.
Yeah, they do. Pitching just kind of they didn't get the pitches they needed to in the first game, and then today late, obviously, that obviously hurt them. But boy, it's a team that a bunch of talent and a lot of sophomores that are going to go play at the next level. And you and I have talked about this, and when you have that, you kind of get that feel it's a special bunch, veteran team, and boy, they're going to miss a whole bunch of these sophomores next year.
Absolutely, but the thing about it is these sophomores have raised the bar of expectation, and that's what we're about here at ICC, raise the bar, and they've done that, and they're going to be able to come through, and, these freshmen that are on this team, they'll carry the torch next year, and the freshmen that come in behind them, they'll say, hey, this is what we expect. This is where we want to be every year. So, an outstanding season, and one thing we do have to do, we have to tip the cap to LSU Eunice. They took care of business. It was in an elimination situation, and they came in and they got the hits, they got the pitches they needed when they needed them, and they found a way to win it.
Yeah, they're the number one team in the country for a reason. They just
absolutely.
won their 51st game of the season, and I'm really curious to see what they'll do against Pearl River tomorrow. Their pitching is not as bad off, if you will. I mean, they've got a chance. Pearl River can swing it. We talked about that, and it should be interesting.
And here's another interesting fact. If they do force that game too, there's rain in the schedule for Sunday, so that game could get pushed to Monday. And then you're really looking at having a whole different outlook for both Pearl River and LSU Eunice when it comes to your pitching staff. If you can get some rain in there and do get a rain out to push the game to Monday, that gives you that extra day of rest for your arms, some guys that could be available on short rest, and then your starters who came in the first part of the tournament, they've got a full extra day of rest.
Yeah, you could see Dane Dixon, who's 12-0. Well, 13-0 now for LSU Eunice if that in that scenario plays out. But it'll be tough. I mean, Pearl River, boy, the way they've swung the bats in the tournament, especially today, really tough to imagine somebody's going to beat them twice.
Yeah, and here's the thing. They were – and, yes, there was the number 1, number 2 team in the country, LSU, ICC. But in my opinion, and we said it in the broadcast, Pearl River was probably the best team, hottest team coming into this tournament. And postseason play, that's what it's all about. Yeah, you can have the talent, but if you're not hot, you're not hitting in the right time. So Pearl River's kind of peaking again at the right time.
Yeah, they are. And, boy, ICC – you mentioned just a terrific year. Unfortunate for them, the season will end. A lot of those sophomores going to go on and play at the next level. We've talked about Jackson Lancaster, Justin Medley going to go play at the next level. Kyle Krieger going to go play at the next level. LeBryant Siddell's going to go play at the next level, and on and on and on. And you'll see a lot of these guys at college baseball at the D1 level next year.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about being a part of the ICC family, seeing these kids in these moments and then growing from these moments and going on doing great things, not only in the athletic aspect but in their lives in general. So, that's, being a part of the ICC family, maybe being on the outside looking in, you may not understand it, but, it's just something special in Fulton. And this is going to be a group of guys that Rick Collier remembers for a long, long time once he does decide to hang up the spikes.
Yeah, it was really tough. If you look at it just from the game standpoint, 5 runs in the first inning on 5 hits, and then only 2 runs and 3 hits the rest of the way. And we got to give credit to Jerry Couch, who came in for LSU Eunice. He was absolutely fantastic. Couch tonight, 5 1/3, gave up no runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and that was the difference in the ballgame.
It was, and that's what we said, that Eunice is built for these situations. They do have, those deep arms that they can go deep in their pitching staff. They got guys that can swing the bats, and they put pressure on you, and a lot of times that can come back. An example tonight, ICC just ran out of arms, and that I think that's the difference in the game.
Yeah, I'll do it for a second. I'll let you do it and sign us off. I'll thank the sponsors who have been with ICC all year. The Davis Ford pregame show, First American National Bank, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Company, ICC and Coke, Renaissance Bank, Sonic of Fulton, Little Caesars, all down the line. And, it's great for people that, we joked around to you about all these shout-outs you give, but a chance for everybody to watch ICC play, and one of the ways you grow your brand is to have something like this.
Absolutely. We talk about all the viewers, all the fans that follow us on social media. They're part of the family too. And we had almost 2,100 viewers just for the softball state championship for the Indians earlier in the week. So our numbers this year, we had a season high last year of 45,000 viewers to watch, a little bit over 45,000 viewers to watch. Well, you know what? We blew that out of the water before we even got to postseason play this year. So another outstanding year. And we do appreciate everyone that has tuned in and has been with the Indians, and still got some more softball to play as well.
Yeah, World Series.
The future. The World Series coming up, ICC making the first appearance there. We were hoping we would have the issue of having to go to Clinton on Wednesday and then finding somehow to get to Enid, Oklahoma on Saturday. But unfortunately, we do not have that. But you know what? It's just been an outstanding season for the baseball Indians here. There's a lot of guys right now, we're all dudes here. We don't cry, but there's a lot of tears being shed over there in that dugout for this ICC family. So we wish those sophomores the best of luck. Jeremy, we appreciate everything you've done for us this week. You're going to be back tomorrow to wrap up the tournament. Raphael Henry here as well, Lee Adams, Kevin Maloney up top. You guys have done a great job. I'll be on the road tomorrow with golf to Indiana.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not just baseball, softball. I mean, got some individuals that have a chance to do some special things too.
Yeah, we got 3 guys participating in the national tournament in golf in Plymouth, Indiana. So I'll be heading up there. I'll probably leave sometime in the morning. Make that 10-hour drive.
You mean this morning? It's 12:28, my friend.
Oh my goodness!
We are into Saturday morning. I said Sunday. Raphael had to correct me. It was just Saturday. Saturday. Don't calm down.
So I'm gonna go home and try to find stretch 7 hours to sleep into a 6-hour time frame.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a great year. We also had a couple of guys participate in the national tournament in men's tennis as well. This has been an outstanding year for ICC athletics. All but 2 teams made postseason play. Teams have made deep runs in the postseason as well. We won North Division championships, state championships, competed for region championships. So, it's always a good time to be an Indian, but this year it's just been a little extra special.
Yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed, obviously, I watched them play all year, got a chance to work with you a couple times to do some of these games, and it's a really good team with a lot of guys that are going to play next year. And I'll be curious to see some, how some of these guys translate to the next level. I think they're going to do quite well, but as we talked about, just kind of ran into a buzzsaw so a disappointing ending of the season for ICC as the Indians fall to 41-8-1. Before I let Adam sign us off, again, we'll say this, just 3 o'clock tomorrow, we'll have LSU Eunice and Pearl River region championship. If the Wildcats win it, they're off to Enid, Oklahoma in the World Series. If LSU Eunice wins it, buckle up. We'll have a game on Sunday.
Absolutely. So for Jeremy Kennedy, Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, I'm Adam Gore saying good night. Have a blessed evening, and as always, Roll Tribe.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.